Drop the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio.
Yeah.
The world of hip-hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tunes. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, SHAWN, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in the Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Woo, woo, woo. We in the building, kid.
Yo, you know how it is, man. It's always a hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Hustle and bustle. But
that's a fact.
We did make it. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You know how we get down, man. It's the bearded one here.
SHAWN, baby.
Oh, man, we got a show locked up for you today.
Absolutely.
Look like the traffic cops was caught dipping in the cookie jar.
Double dipping in that joint, though.
Double, triple dipping. It was like one for me, one for you. Two for me. He was like 2 for you, 1, 2 for me.
That's it.
Well, we all clowns. Wow. Damn, imagine that. What's popping though? How's everybody out there? You already know what it is, man. We are in the building today. What a day it is. It is beautiful outside.
Actually, it really is pretty nice out there. I ain't gonna front though.
It is.
Definitely nice out there, kid.
Taking the drive in, cause see all the idiots are already outside behind the wheel.
Yeah, that's a fact, son. Yo, you know, like what was that? Like, I think Thursday, some people like died on the LIE. Like a truck was going the opposite direction.
What?
And smoked some, yeah. So had it locked down. It was Thursday, in fact. It was Thursday. Yeah, it was crazy.
What about the school bus that crashed on the belt?
Damn.
How'd that happen? I gotta look into that. That's actually scary because it had kids on it.
Damn, B.
It had kids on it. So that's
telling
scary.
you, man, like when you out there on them roads, man, something about the summertime, you know, it's actually like, you know, data on the summertime.
That's a fact.
When it gets hotter, people start, you know, doing a little bit of utmost.
Yeah.
So when you're out there, y'all got to be paying attention, man. Absolutely. So you shifting gears, watch your mirrors, keep it cool.
Watch your mirrors.
Gotta watch your mirrors. Like, yo, my mirrors are my best friends in the whip. Like
that's a fact.
When I'm bumping, they bumping. You know what I'm saying? They got a little vibration going on and all that. I'm just checking them all the time. Like, yo, because you have to, like, you just don't know.
That's a fact, man. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. I want to shout to everybody who tunes in on YouTube. Actually, we got more subscribers in the past couple of weeks, which is great.
Yeah.
But we got some other things we're gonna be planning and loading up. We're gonna be doing a live presentation from the Rick's Car Show in Valley Stream next Sunday.
Oh, snap!
Yeah, that's gonna be actually interesting. Can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
We got a new setup we want to try out, so it's gonna be real interesting to say the least. I want to shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You know how we get down. Don't forget, drop your name in the comments so we can shout you out. But for now,
yeah,
it's a lot of things to talk about here.
Man. It really is, though. So
let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
On not necessarily on the way in, but I've been on the highway the past couple days.
Yeah,
and I'm driving a lot more than I normally used to drive. I used to take the train straight in or whatever. But now, you know, I'm driving a lot more. And you know what I'm starting to really notice, man? It's like,
what's that?
We create our own traffic.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
oh, yes.
We create our own traffic.
100%.
The other day, as I'm driving, this lady, and I found this to be hilarious. She was literally doing like 25 miles an hour on the highway. And it's like, damn. You got somebody doing 28 and then 35, and they all blocking the lanes. I'm trying to understand what they're doing.
Yo, people don't realize, right? When you do that, you create dangerous situations. Like, you're not supposed to drive like that. You're legitimately not supposed to drive like that because that is a problem.
I just couldn't understand this. Huh?
Like, if you need an escape route now, you don't really have one.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not supposed to drive bunched up. You're not supposed to drive too slow. You're not supposed to do that. So, I don't know, man. You think she had enough talk? Because I think a lot of times people, like, they talk levels be low.
I would like to say her iron levels was low or something. She definitely wasn't low in the food category, though. She definitely wasn't low in that because she surely looked like she eat a whole full course meal behind the wheel.
Yo, you a fool. So what kind of whip was it? Do you remember?
You don't even want to know.
No, I do. What is it?
Kia Forte.
Damn.
Voltron's foot. I said, look at this thing, man. I said, what's she doing? She was messing up the whole thing, son. No problem.
Yo, that is something else, man. Like, yeah, you're gonna laugh. So I'm at the job the other day. So you got one of the employees in there. He talking to my manager, right? He like, yeah, man, you should look at one of them Kias.
What? Looking for what? Look at it for what? I'm trying to understand. What is he talking? What is he talking about? Look at it for what?
Yo, so I'm just on the computer, right? I'm looking for something, looking up something, right? I'm just on the computer listening to that. I'm like, yo, is he really trying to mind you? My manager is like, he's into the cars for real too, right? He had a bunch of hot rods and everything.
Right. He said, you should look into the Kia.
He said, yeah, man, they battling the Range Rover. I was like, what?
Battling and doing what?
I don't know, son. It's supposed to be this new kind of like, we gotta look into it. We're gonna put some pictures up.
Please.
It's like a it's like an SUV or whatever like that, right? It does everything better than the Range Rover. Got more features, more this, and this. I'm
but
like this, like
no. First off, he gets right off the rip. He getting the understeer.
I mean, he do drive a 2001 Hyundai though, a Elantra.
It's the understeer.
He's even worse. The more you describing, it's crazy. There's no competition between any kind of Kia and any kind of Land or Range Rover.
But that's what I mean. I'm like, how would you?
He was dead serious.
No, he was though. That was a great because he seen a manager looking up some type of vehicle. He's like, oh man, you should take a look at that.
No, thank you.
I was like, whoa.
Like, nah, we don't do that, sir. We apologize early. Early because that's not what we do here.
Nah, that was for sure. Out of this world to me. I was like, dang, son.
Yeah, he can't ever do that again. We gotta be like,
kid, how he do that, son?
We gotta make sure we let him know. That is
it's the
100%.
He get the understeer for that one, man.
100%.
I'm telling you, but it's stuff like that. Like I see people just causing their own traffic. I was like, what are you doing?
And another thing I learned, right?
What's that?
For some reason, right? People, I don't know, I think it's people in New York or maybe the United States in general.
Right.
They don't really like changing lanes.
Oh.
Like let's say you driving behind me or whatever, right?
Right.
Or better yet, I'm driving in front of you or whatever, and I see you, and I don't want to change the lane. I'd rather you go around me.
And I think that's hilarious.
That's weird.
You don't know how many
I'm going
times.
slower than you.
That's hilarious.
But I don't want to change the lane.
But I don't want to change lanes. I'm here
let
first.
you go by. Yeah.
I'm here first. But you know what though? That's to me, that's the prime example. That's New York in a nutshell, bro.
Nah, it has to be, son.
You may be moving faster than me, but I'm here first. So I'm staying right here. I don't care. And then people wonder why they like the highways are the way they are. That's why. Yo, right there.
Not for nothing, kid.
Shout out to everybody tuned in paying attention. We see you on YouTube.
100%. We definitely appreciate that, son. Not for nothing, though. The highways be so backed up due to our negligence on the road, son.
You know what? I don't get it.
How about when people want to watch the other side of the highway though, and slow up the whole program on your side?
Slow up the whole thing. I don't know. And this is where I lose it. I'll be like, here we go. And now I'm turning. Now you turn me into something else. Now I'm Dominic Toretto. Now, like I'm wilding, trying to get in front of you, because I'm not sitting in this.
Yo, it'd be crazy. So it'd be like 15 minutes of traffic. Do the people want to look at the other side? Huh?
Do the people looking at the other accident across the street?
It don't even be an accident half the time. So it could be somebody just being pulled over. I get it. You want to make sure nothing too crazy going on. But yo, fam, you don't gotta hold us up for 15 minutes.
You know what drives me up the wall about that the most though?
Yeah.
Is that when you get up there and let's say the incident is over and people are still just breaking. Look, yo.
That's what I'm saying though.
You gotta go, fam. You gotta get out the way. You gotta get out of my way, son.
Yo, I'm telling you, kid. Yeah.
People create a lot of traffic out here.
Yo,
man.
traffic, it doesn't have to be traffic. It doesn't have to be a lot of it at least.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We just got to do better on the roads, y'all. Please, man. We got to work on that.
But collectively. But with that being said, we got to be careful out here. It looks like a lot of these Connecticut cops, UConn, a lot of these Connecticut police was caught out here writing 26,000 false traffic tickets. Can I say that again?
So say it one time. They ain't had that.
They were caught writing 26,000, not 2,600.
Yeah.
26,000 26,000 false traffic tickets.
Yo, that is ridiculous, huh?
That is out of control. 26,000 false traffic tickets
For the overtime.
for the overtime. Are they fired?
Probably not.
Probably not. But we're going to get more into it.
Damn.
In the meantime, you know how we get down, man. It's the bearded one here.
Yes, SHAWN, baby. I got to ask you, how was your week other than this highway mess, though?
Well, I'll tell you what. My week was actually crazy. I worked this week at Barclays. Worked. There was a Drake concert. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Y'all know how we get down. There was a Drake concert, right? And you know, this is in Atlantic Avenue. This is the heart of Brooklyn, right? And you know what's crazy, son? So it was nice. It was nice outside or whatever, you know. So you already know people gonna show up, right? So we got to go upstairs periodically to check the crowd to see if people are leaving. Yo, we get up there, man, and it's like mayhem up there. Yo, Nutcrackers, $5, Nutcrackers, t-shirts. And you know what's crazy? PD standing right there, like just like this. I'm like, so we can have a bottle out in public pouring people $5 shots? That's this dude.
They wasn't doing that.
I swear on everything I love.
They wasn't doing that.
Yo, the dude was, he had a cooler. He had his baby moms. He had his baby with him.
All right, son.
I swear on everything I love, son. I swear. He had his baby with him, and he's out there. He's like, yo, $5 shots, bottle of Henny, and people were copping.
Nah, no, they wasn't.
Yes, they was. People was copping. They was trying to get right before they go inside. I just didn't understand. I was like, I mean, I get it. You know, you don't want to pay the prices inside of Barclays. I already know. But right here, Duke with the cornrows with no shirt on? Like,
nah, son.
Sneakers is flipped, but he spent some money on them bottles, though. Nah. And it just was a bad look. Then you had the dude with muscular dystrophy out there trying to sell the Drake shirts. His hand was stuck like this. He had them draped up. Yo, it was cool.
Son, it's like a real convention out there.
Yeah, it was wild, son. It was wild. I gotta say, at the end of the day, it was definitely something else. But as far as the police presence is concerned, it was null and void, man. Luckily, nothing happened. Luckily, people in Brooklyn kept it together. I give it to them.
I'm actually shocked
because nobody got out there and started wilding, and that's what kills me about this topic that we're gonna talk about today. They writing 26,000 false tickets, but y'all don't want to get involved in the silly stuff. And I'm not gonna lock this under every police officer we know, but at the end of the day, it's like, damn, like what are y'all really doing? So that was my week. What's up with yours, man?
My week was pretty good. You know, I ran into a bit of a little situation. So freaking, wake up. I wake up Wednesday. I'm gonna do my thing, get ready to go to the beast, right?
Right.
So I jump inside the beastly ass side, right? Yo, why the battery died? Like bleep out.
What happened?
Finished. I don't know, son. So,
out of nowhere?
So I can't say out of nowhere, right? I was getting little signs.
Okay.
That's what I mean. I gotta pay attention out there. So prior to that, we had a lot of rainfall like Wednesday, like Sunday, right?
Yes.
So, after that happened, whatever like that, had to put the car on boat mode real quick once or twice, right? Situated that, get back home, everything gravy, right? So now the next day, Monday, I turn the car on. It's like lazy. I'm like, why you doing that?
Slow
like,
late.
Yeah, I'm like, why you give me the lazy?
Right.
You know I'm saying the lazy crank, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. She turns on. All right, make my way. Pew. I'm like, yo, maybe when I drive, it's gonna charge up the battery because that's what happened. The alternator builds the juice up, sends it to the battery. The battery's actually supposed to hold the juice.
Right.
But in this case, I guess it was draining.
Right.
I'm like, all right, man, we should be good. Yo, get back in the car later in the day.
Dead.
No, we good. Lazy turn on, and while my park light is flashing, my brake light is flashing. I'm like this, yo. I'm like, yo, baby, what you doing?
Here we go.
I'm like, what you doing right now? You playing with me, right? So I cut it off. I'm like, all right, SI. She had a long weekend. I understand that. Let's try this again. Crank it back up, right? Brake light didn't flash no more, and it turned on fine. There was no lazy turn on. Everything was good. I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. Now, I'm driving the car, right? Boom, Tuesday come, everything fine Tuesday. Now I'm driving home Tuesday though, right? And I'm smelling something. Like, yo, what am I smelling? I'm thinking it's like the leaves from the water, whatever, right there. They starting to get hot from the intercooler and everything right there. Boom, boom. I smell acid from the battery.
That's a dead giveaway. That's
I'm like
cool.
this.
That was a dead giveaway.
I'm like, wait a
help
minute.
me.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. What am I smelling? All right, cool. All right, boom, get home. We cool. All right. Wednesday come. Try to crank it. Just died. I was like, oh.
Wow.
Just died out of nowhere. So I situated it, right? I jumped in the QX, did my thing after that.
Mm-hmm.
So now I replaced the battery.
Mm-hmm.
Go pick up wifey from the airport. No, I'm lying.
Mm-hmm.
From Queens, mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
Turn on the AC. AC don't work.
Wow.
AC took a dumpery.
And it's
I had the baby hot. Super. I had the babies in the car too. Panico like this. Yo, dad, I'm hot. I'm hot.
Roll the windows down, son. 1985.
Yo, check me out. Yo, I jump on a highway. I punch it to 70. He like, yo, I'm hot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still hot. I'm like, oh man, son.
I
Like,
don't know what to tell you.
Yo,
sorry.
So yeah, that was my week, man.
That's hilarious.
Pretty interesting week. Son.
I'm gonna tell you why that's hilarious because they get to see how it was when we was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
AC.
Yeah.
You better use that arm and crank that window. You like this. Yeah. You better crank that window.
It was crazy.
Ain't getting no AC up in here.
For real. I was like, dang, son. Like, it reminded me of the Super because the Super didn't have no AC. You know what I'm saying? So I was fine, but I'm thinking about them like, oh man, I don't got AC in the whip. It's crazy right now.
So. Feel bad. I'll be like, I don't even feel bad. That's what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now you out without AC.
That's a fact. That's a fact, son.
Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You know how we get down, man. It's about to start up, man. I want to give a shout out. First of all, I want to give a shout out to all the car guys. Shout to my guy Damien.
Let's go.
Damien out here he really about to tear something up. He really got a couple things going on. He definitely out here working. Shout to him.
Let's go.
Shout to Jay. Jay put up, he had a whole Christmas tree in his cluster. The check engine light, VCS. You know how that goes. The dynamic control, VDS, all of that, man. Crazy. But they ended up fixing it. Shout to Phil.
Let's go.
All of these guys are car guys. Shout to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Shout to Ricks, because we definitely gonna be up in that game Sunday. That's what it is. We definitely gonna be up in there, and we definitely gonna be going live. So with that being said, you know how we get down.
Let's
you
go.
Ain't got no more shout outs?
No, I'm good, man. Actually, I want to shout out to Honda to Police designing that seal behind the compressor shaft, you know, because that's what went bad.
Sheesh. What'd you say? Oh, ski. What'd you say? The shaft went bad. Woo!
The seal behind it. Let's go. Chill, God.
Sheesh.
Chill. Son.
Okay.
Chill. That was wild. That was wild.
It's a little reckless, but shout to them.
You know shout out for them. You know what I'm saying? Doing that. Nothing. It's a
recall out.
No, not even. They just extended the warranty for it. So yeah. So I probably have to drop off the V, have them situate that.
Okay. Well, listen. AC is great. Shout to Marlon. He said, put that arm out the window and direct that air to cool you down, AC. Son, that's what it had to be.
That's a fact. That's
and not
a fact.
for nothing. That's why I used to, like when I was a kid, I hated two-door cars, man. Because you be in the back with no roll-down window. It's just
but you
cooking back there.
You got to think about it, though. As you flowing, the air's pushing straight to the
Didn't
back.
work.
Though.
Don't buy it. I'll be in the back like this.
You stupid.
Sweating it out, kid. That's crazy. But shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. If you ain't got no more shout outs,
I'm good.
I ain't got no more shout outs. Here we go. Now, if they tuned in last week, give them a little recap, kid. What we got for them today?
If y'all tuned in last week, man, hope y'all enjoyed this recap. Check it out real quick. So, Aston Martin builds this animal V12.
Oh boy.
Manual.
Oh boy.
Come on, son.
Twin turbo 12.
Yo, twin turbo 12.
Manual.
6-speed.
That has to be the beastiest thing I ever heard. I don't think. Can you remember a car that was?
Yeah.
Give me one. The Bugatti?
Ferrari 599, son. Only 30 came in a manual V12, not twin turbo though.
I'm about to say
6-liter NA.
That's the closest we gonna get.
That's a fact. No, that is the absolute closest.
That's the absolute closest we gonna get.
Damn. I mean, Zonda had a manual beastly joint.
One-off though.
Yeah.
You got to look at it. A manual full clutch shifter, not AKA the finger sticks. Not that. Pause. Not that. You know what I'm saying? We talking about full manual.
Yo, 3 pedals.
3 pedals. What does it feel like to gear down in the 12? Woo.
So what does it feel like to get on the 12 in the Aston Martin?
What does it sound like?
I don't know, son.
Ooh, I can only imagine.
Yo,
I can only imagine.
Son, you rev matching the thing. You might even hit it off the limiter, son.
And they already sold out, you know, right?
Oh my.
They already sold out.
I'm not surprised. And shout out to those who cop.
Actually, I'm upset with everybody that cop because I don't have one.
I'm a little tight too, but you know what though? I'm just so happy. I know you feel the same way out there, man. That they at least built it though, son.
I feel good that they built it, but at the same time, it's like we can't have it. I want it.
Not right now.
Come on.
You don't know. You know what I'm saying? It will get loopy later. Next thing you know, we got a V12 Aston twin turbo like this.
How many of those you think gonna make it past a couple years? Somebody sliding that into a wall.
Yo, not for nothing though. I don't think anybody's sliding it anywhere. To be honest, I think those things is not gonna see a light of day really, son. Except transported
Definitely
to the garage.
I would definitely like to see them on a rally.
I would love to see one. I just want to. Son, you probably not gonna never see one of them though.
They didn't even have like official pictures of it.
No.
It was like a presentation.
Nah, son.
It was just pictures. Like, nah, that's good. That's all you're gonna see. Like, can I at least see what it looked like? Like, it's crazy. But what else you got for him today, kid?
So, better than that. When's the last time you seen that Aston Martin V12 Vanquish?
Ooh,
So I'm saying, like, one of them. Remember, they had one of those. So it's like, when you ever seen one of those?
kid.
Telling you, kid.
They're not trying to let us live like that.
Nah, B.
But I gotta say, I'm still impressed.
Nah,
Still impressed.
Super impressed with that.
What else you got for him?
Another good one is these EVs are piling up on the dealership lots and dealership floors. Nobody wants them.
I love it.
You know what? I'm not surprised, B.
Because I don't want it.
I'm truly not surprised, huh? Because you got to think about it, man. These things, it's like when it's like when something new come out and it's hot for that little,
right?
It got their little run.
Same
thing with this, kid.
But that's what I'm saying. Look, it was a flash in the pan.
Yeah,
that's it. But let them tell it. Everybody wants it. Everybody's
they safe. They good.
On,
parking in your garage. They don't catch on fire. Do they know they take about 4 hours to put out and 30,000 gallons of water? But that's another story for another day.
That's another story for another day.
But I'm not surprised, man. But here's the thing, though, man. Like these manufacturers, they pour so much money into these programs, though.
50 bill.
Yo,
Volkswagen just came out and said the roof is on fire. That's hilarious. I thought he was listening to a hip hop show. The roof is on fire. He's kidding me.
Yo, and not for nothing, man. Like, if you ask me, this EV thing just came out of nowhere. Like, it was it was a talker yesterday and it was here today. Like, it was like, whoa.
But you know what though? It's not that you can see the powers that be are pushing it.
No, pushing it to the max. I'm talking about they in their gas power joints.
And you know what?
Flooring it.
And you know what? Shout to you because I wanted to talk about something like that for a minute.
Let's go.
What do you think happens if nobody bites? Oh man. Let's start thinking about the extreme. Shout to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Don't forget the number to call up is 516-206-0711.
Let's go.
What if this is it? What if the people who have EVs right now, that's it? Those are the only ones that are buying them.
Yo, oh man.
Think about that for a minute. They already making stringent laws. They already giving them money, your tax dollars for making them. They already trying to boost us. They trying to add a supercharger system to an old, decrepit electrical system on the hopes that you go, I want it.
On a gamble.
And what if you got, after all of that, you say, you know what? I don't want it. What do you think they're going to do?
First and foremost, we're going to pay for it one way or another, like we always do.
Yes.
And I think that's going to be the biggest downfall because, son, some shape or form, it's going to get ugly. Yeah. It's going to get ugly for the automakers. It's going to get ugly for the consumers. It's going to get ugly for everybody involved, son.
Think about it. Totally think about it.
Because they can't just throw them away.
Nope. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? If
nobody
fire? Jumps in, if nobody buys these cars, if nobody buys into this electric thing, I can't afford it, which is number one. Number two, I don't live nowhere where there's a charger. My house don't have a charger. I live in the buildings. We don't have a charger in the buildings. What do you think is going to happen?
Not for nothing, kid. They gonna force you to cop. I think at that point, they forcing you to cop. Like, yo, son, there's nothing you can do. You got to buy this.
Hilarious.
Why not?
You know what? In all honesty,
why not? I send a letter to your house. I give you a couple days to comply.
And after that, I'm coming to take your car and I'm dropping the car off that you have to take.
And you got to pay for. What are you gonna do?
Because we talking about inside of this is now 2023.
Mm-hmm.
They talking about 2020. Was it 2035?
2030, somewhere around there.
No more gas powered car. Period.
That's a joke, son.
Period.
I'm still trying to understand how does that even make sense?
It doesn't. It doesn't.
And like you said, and they hoping everybody like this, y'all want to cop.
Yeah.
Well, nobody copping now.
That's a fact. And nobody's buying now. And it's like they're expensive.
Not only that they expensive, right? How much do they cost to fix?
Oh, you can't fix it.
This is what I'm talking about.
And this is kind of what we getting into today with y'all. This is gonna be very interesting. You ready to jump in?
Hold on, I got another recap for them, man. But that right there is just interesting. Like I'm telling you, son, they're gonna force. You know how you was younger, you might not like the vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Your grandma's probably like force a spoon down your throat to eat that joint. Oh, man, sheesh.
Yeah, forcing. Whoa. Continue on,
chill,
brother.
Dog, chill, son, chill. It's crazy. I'm telling you, man. It's definitely.
Here we go with our listeners again. Shout to SP. He said EV trading internal combustion for spontaneous combustion.
Damn, son.
That was hilarious. Again, that was hilarious. Continue on. What else you got?
So something else pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? Well, Nissan is now trying to announce the 2024 Nismo Z. I'm lost.
Hurt my feelings.
With an auto, y'all.
With an auto. I'm so lost. I don't even know what to say.
Well, I got one thing to say. That Super put it to bed, son. They still trying to figure get the correct paint for the sun.
That's hilarious.
They still working on that.
That's hilarious.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that recap because I know me and the Bearded One for sure did. Keep listening, y'all.
That's you know what? Just for that, we going in.
Weekly Specs. Auto news for all the listeners.
Let's
Only on
go.
Raleigh Radio.
All right, so there's a couple things we want to talk about, y'all. First off, we want to give a shout out to our very first sponsor.
Let's go.
Our very first sponsor. We have a sponsor who is sponsoring us.
Yeah.
Actually, right? And the name of that sponsor is called GBR TV.
Let's go.
We are sponsoring ourselves.
Let's go. Oh no, we also can't forget the next one, no PBCS.
Let's go.
Can't forget about that sponsor. So we got two.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So
y'all know how we get down, man.
Let's
but
go.
with that being said, what do you think is going on with all the drag strips out here?
I think like we know this already, y'all. So nothing talk better than the moolah.
And that's also our driver's etiquette for today. What do you think is with all the drag strips goes in? And we're gonna leave it at that. If you have any kind of information on that, don't forget, give us a call. You already know what it is. Call us up 516-206-0711. With that being said, we're gonna jump right into our show. First thing we're gonna talk about, you know what it is, man. Connecticut police officers issuing 26,000 fake traffic tickets just to milk the overtime.
Yo, that's interesting though. Like how they get into this point though, yo. We gotta front like this to get the OT.
Well, it's actually when I came across the story, I was like, yo, you know what? For them to even want to do this, it's like they really.
So you think they on the skid?
Oh man, they got to be on the skid. Check this out. An internal audit by the Connecticut State Police has found that nearly 26,000 fake traffic tickets created by officers, local television stations, and the AP reports. So it's alleged that officers created the fraudulent citations in order to appear more productive and receive greater overtime pay. The state's governor, Ned Lamont, is calling for all those involved to be let go at the very least. The hearing has been scheduled for later in July of 2023. The larger audit was begun following a detailed report from the CT Insider of August last year. The investigation found 4 officers from a particular troop had falsified hundreds of tickets. In that case, 2 officers received brief suspensions, while another 2 retired and received no formal punishment. Could we say that again?
Damn.
They retired.
And they bailed right out like, nah,
so that they won't get in trouble for this. That's amazing.
They bailed right out. Yo, wasn't it another story about some officers writing false tickets too, right?
Oh, of course, and why?
Yeah.
But let's continue on.
Yeah.
It says, following these findings, the audit was launched, which found roughly 26,000 fake tickets. Sure. Likewise, as many 32,000 were inaccurate. Although what exactly about them wasn't factual or consensual consistent was not stated. All of these citations were submitted to the state's racial profiling database as well,
Mhm.
which could mean they skewed crime statistics.
Yeah.
Shout to Sales. He said, "Man, I'm late. Time cut." Nah, you good, kid. We don't punch a clock. Yeah.
We good.
But I will say this though, right?
Mhm.
So not only were they issuing fake tickets, another 6,000, because they said 32,000
Yeah.
altogether.
Inaccurate.
Another 6,000 went inaccurate, and they're thinking that they was writing this based on race, racism.
How? You gotta remember, man, these things are still here today, live and kicking. So racial profiling is gonna go absolutely nowhere, son. So why I'm not gonna get over? Why I'm not gonna do that? Nah, son, he look wild over there.
I'm gonna write him 4 tent tickets, and he only got 1 tenant window in the back.
Son, come on, with his kids back there.
Wow.
Come on, son. I'm gonna get him for his system music, and he got a stock factory 1999 Honda Accord system in there.
And that's another
When it's
thing.
thumping.
They haven't really talked about what kind of tickets.
Because they can't.
No.
Because they can't, son.
Because I'm knocking the door down like,
Yo.
Listen, he wrote me a ticket for X1. That's real reparations. Real reparations is, yo, you did me wrong, fix it.
But they can't do that, son. They be damned that they actually admit it. Are you crazy?
Well, they got no choice now.
Yeah, they do. They gonna keep those tickets on the low. They not gonna get no detail. What would be cool about it though, like you said, if they do reach out, like, yo, fam, hold on, we might have played you in the process of this.
And they said hundreds. Check this out. As a radio station host has put out, he is actually a ex-lawyer. His name, he's a criminal justice expert. His name is Mike Lawler.
Mm-hmm.
He said that forgery is a felony. Some of these involved could face jail time if convicted. The statute of limitations for such a crime is only 5 years, though. The timeline of when the alleged fake tickets were created is said to go back to 2016. Prosecutors will have to decide soon whether or not to bring charges against those involved. We already know they not doing it.
Son,
They don't even-
2016?
Come on, son. Yo, Duke retired. So wait, and this is what I'm saying. Whenever you read things, you really get into them. You be like, wait a minute, man. Didn't you just? So, as you can see, we came across a lot of different news here.
Yeah.
But a lot of these guys retired already.
This is what I'm saying.
They're retiring to get away from this. Because you know, if you're looking at litigate, put my papers in. Don't matter how much time you got, because you're gonna get arrested. You're gonna get locked up. And once they retire, they're good.
So you trying to tell me they could just retire from doing all this crazy, and they can still retire and be off scot-free? Is what you trying to tell me?
If they have not brought a formal case against them,
oh,
if you have a charge, if you have a case, you can't. They're not gonna let you retire. But if you retire before they make it a case, it is what it is. They'll find you guilty, and I guess whatever jail time they could give you that was real, but they can't touch your pension. So all of that OT that they was bumping it up on, give me your fucking money. They keep.
Oh, I was about to say they get to keep that.
Yeah, every year for the rest of their lives. See, a lot of people don't know that's how pension works. You add money to your pension, you make a certain amount of salary. They take the best 5 years that you've had, or the best 3 years that you had. They average them out, and there goes your salary for the rest of your life.
Damn, son.
But if you stole for 5 years of that, is that fair to the people?
Damn, son. Hell no.
They don't care, kid.
Nah, they don't care. You know this thing is gonna probably go to bed soon, because they're not gonna push it too crazy. I don't think so. Let alone call up to 32,000. Or how many other people they wrote these false tickets from 16?
20. The least you could do
Is what?
Is wipe them tickets off of people's records and give them their money back. That's the least you could do. Because think about it. Traffic tickets have a very heavy implication on you as a driver.
Yeah, it does. Like with insurance, all this other stuff.
Right.
Yeah, 100% right. 100% right, son.
So I'm paying more, and this dude lied? I'm paying more in insurance. He lied?
See, now you getting into something else. Now the insurance is making money off this.
Of course.
So they're not gonna reverse that.
Nah,
they ain't gonna do that.
Looking them dead in their face. They're like, yo, I'm sorry.
Damn.
All right, I'm out.
Wow. Yo.
My bad. That's how
my bad.
Sorry.
Yo. Are they gonna get in trouble at least? We don't know. Damn.
Well, we can't go back no more than 5 years. That's 2018. And they still haven't made a case. They probably waiting to get another year. I'm telling you, they're helping them out. Yo, we caught y'all, so stop. We gonna wait for 5 years to get this case going, so the statute of limitations, you outside of it. Man, don't get me started, man. We gonna move right on. What else we got over here?
Damn, son, because you got to think about it. They going to look out for this, man.
Oh, yo, son. You know who's looking out for this?
Nah.
You know who's really looking out for this?
Nah.
Tesla.
Oh, man. Son.
Guess what? Tesla's out here. They looking out for their people who love their cars. Bid on what you mean by that.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like all of those people who want that full self-driving, all those cats that want to sit around and drive a car with visors on and sleep. Guess what?
Yeah.
Tesla's gonna pay you $48 an hour to be a crash dummy.
Damn, son.
$48 an hour. Tesla has opened new job openings called seasonal vehicle operator, who will be responsible for testing the company's vehicles. That is hilarious.
Son, that's where they at with it right now.
That's
son.
where they at with it right now, son.
Damn.
They call it
Crash
you'll be-
dummies for hire?
pretty much, which will be used for development and improvement. That's hilarious. The position was found on LinkedIn. Why would we report something like this? Because it looks like most companies have spent years refining vehicle technology. You already know that, right?
Mhm.
But full self-driving, they're trying to push it. So Tesla's willing to pay you $48 an hour to let the car drive you around any and everywhere. That's hilarious. Do you know what comes to mind when I think about that?
What's that?
Yo, don't be a menace.
Yo, for real, right?
Where he came in there, they was like, they said, "Yo, man, you want to?" He filling up the job. Look, he said, sex? Yeah. Salary? $1 million.
Yeah.
He said. Shout that.
Yeah, that was bad for that. I know what you talking about.
$1 million. Rally Radio, we got in the box.
Sales, what's up?
Sales was popping. What's
What's
going
going
on, man?
Damn, son.
Good morning to y'all. Yo, as soon as you said Tesla, I was talking to the train operator
Yes.
at the job,
Yes.
and I asked him, I said, you know, with your self-driving car, he said, Steve, don't even start. I'm like, what happened? Tesla fixed it that now theirs acts like the Mercedes, where you have to touch it after a certain amount of time.
Wow.
He said it used to be where he could get in the car and it would drive him to work, no problem. But he said since all the accidents and stuff been happening, he said Tesla put a command in it where now after a certain amount of time you got to touch the car, the steering wheel, and you got to put pressure on it. You just can't tap it. You got to put pressure on it. He said also with the white lines, he's like, where the white lines are, it would guide itself. But now where there's no white lines, it tries to measure itself the distance from whatever barrier is on one side to where there's grass or something on the other side, and it tries to stay in the lane. But he said, it's all messed up now. He said, you can't even do it.
Well, you know what? That's what happens when you want something to drive for you.
That's a fact, son.
And now, guess what? Let them know that Tesla's hiring. They're paying people $48 an hour to let them do it.
Damn.
Tell him he could.
He said
He
said he wouldn't do it. He said now that it tries to measure itself where there's no white lines, like when they do the parkway, because I was telling him about the parkway.
Right.
He said right then and there, it tries to judge itself. So you see it start to swerve and it's trying to figure out the distance.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, son. Good luck with
so
that.
he's like,
Nah. When you hear those kind of things, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's probably one of the reasons why San Francisco and Nevada is giving Mercedes-Benz level 3 autonomy versus Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, that is hilarious that it was really following the lines to the point. It'll ride you into a wall. We all saw Road Runner. We saw it happen when Road Runner painted the lines into the wall.
White lines.
Crash right into the joint.
That's a fact.
So it's like, you got to ask yourself, like, is this really what you want? And now, looking at this, they're paying people to drive around with this.
Damn, son.
This is hilarious.
Nah.
I don't want it.
Nah, kid.
I don't want it. Sales, they could, and then on top of that, now you finding out that the full self-driving you was paying for, that it costs $15,000 to put on your car. When you trade it in, they're giving you $3,900 on the trade in with that. If your car has that option.
What?
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. If you have
It's funny.
If you have that option, and they only giving you $3,900, but then you're gonna turn around and sell it for $15,000.
Damn, son.
They could trust Cobra Command. Cobra! They could trust Cobra Command if they want to, sales. I don't care what they
you
say.
you see some cars you go past and they luxury cars and whatnot. They don't even have the stuff in the car. They use their phone for driving.
That's a fact.
Wait,
That's
what you
Because
mean?
it costs extra a lot more to put in your car.
Yep. They use their phone while they driving because the Bluetooth and all of that, they charge you more. That used to be like
Wait, hold on, wait, sales. You trying to tell me they charge you more for Bluetooth?
to use your and their capability.
Yeah, for Bluetooth and the app for your car and stuff like that. They
Oh yeah, I
charge
know
you
the
extra
app. I
for
know
all
they
that.
charging you crazy because the Infinity want $25 for that
A month?
a month. So
They want $25 a month.
Okay.
it doesn't even work all the time.
Yep.
Son, yo,
They want $25 a month.
you hear this? Sales, you hear this? Do you
No,
hear this?
I know because my car got Wi-Fi and they talking about X amount of dollars per month to use the Wi-Fi. I connect that shit to my phone.
Like what? What am I like? See what I mean, son? Yo, they're starting to start gouging people, son. $25.
Yep.
When we had my wife's Toyota Venza, I was like, yo, could y'all just put the auto start on it? They was like, nah, but we do have an app for $8 a month. Wait, what?
Yep.
Yo.
They charging you $8 a month for a freaking auto start.
So here's the problem, man. Like, this is what happens when we want all these creature comforts. Now they like, yo,
You charging
at
for it.
once it was off the galore. Now it's like they charging us now. Like, this is what happens when we want too much in these joints. B.
That's a fact. Shout out to
That's
my
what
guy
happens.
Reeps. He's tapped in too.
Let's go, Reeps.
That son, that is crazy.
It makes sense though. It makes so much sense. Y'all want all these cool features, this, and this. Pay for it then.
And you know what, those sales? Your Benz, your car is of the higher upper echelon, right?
Right.
And the reason you did that is because it comes with certain things automatically when you pay for it.
Exactly.
Imagine buying that, and then they turn around and they want to sell you the other thing. Because that's what they're gonna do.
Yes. Why not?
That's what they do. Like when you see a Mercedes Benz and it got the emblem that lights up in the front, you
Yeah.
can't get self-driving when it lights up in the front because the light detects a rebound. So like mine, I couldn't get that emblem, so that I had to pay extra to get Distronics in my car.
What?
Yeah,
But
they,
you know
they
what?
do all of that.
And sales and now you got to look at it like as we go into the future, how worse is that gonna get?
I could tell you right now how worse it's gonna get. You know how you plug your phone into your car and it bring up all the apps on the dashboard?
Facts.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
They just started putting dominoes and they started putting certain radio stations on there. Pretty soon they're gonna charge you for an app to go on your phone and connect to your car.
Yo,
Damn, son.
they got Domino's. You can order pizza while you're driving, and then they wonder why
Right.
cats be 500 pounds, man.
Even the app Odyssey that for 94.7, Odyssey comes up on that app now too. So
What?
pretty soon you're gonna be paying for those apps. Yep.
Damn. So I mean, Mercedes already getting ready to charge people for horsepower.
They 12 talked about
Heated
that a while
seats.
back. Subscription-based horsepower. This is getting
Yep.
out of control. Yo, sales.
Yep.
You know
Y'all have a good day.
Uh-huh.
Factory. You too.
Enjoy.
Yo, we will. Are you outside? You going out today?
I'm getting ready to wash my car. I just finished washing the house.
Let's go. Let's
This is
go.
one of those days today, son.
It is. That's a fact.
Yo,
I got the power wash in effect.
early.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Let's
Let's
go.
go. Shout the
Factory.
sales out there taking advantage of that sun, kid. Yo, appreciate the call and appreciate the
100%,
checking, kid. You know
100%.
what it is.
No problem.
All right,
Yep.
kid.
Later, y'all.
Take it
Peace.
easy.
Shout the sales, man. Don't forget the number to call up is 516-206-0711. I'm gonna say this, man. They robbing cats, kid.
Yo, it's nasty work out here, y'all. And you right though. Let's think about it though, right?
Uh-huh.
Even if they keep gas power, they continue with combustion engines. They're gonna make you pay.
We gotta rob you.
They're gonna rob us. You know what I'm saying? Highway robbery. even furthermore with the EVs, they're gonna stick us up any and every way.
Here's a better one. And this is what I was saying. First off, right? If you think that a lot of these things are not working together in their favor, I'm gonna prove it to you right now that it's not true.
Don't lose your train of thought, right? Something else that started bothering me about how all these creature comforts that's in the vehicles and stuff now. Yo, fam, we don't even use a third of them.
No, we don't.
So that's another thing. It's like we getting it's pointless things in these vehicles now that we're not even getting to.
And they're like, yo, we're gonna charge you for it.
Yeah.
But you know what? I will say that if you charge me for something that's pointless and I'm taking the charge for it, I'm getting rid of it. You feel what I'm saying? That's like when you start looking at your TV subscription services and stuff, you're like, yo, wait, I don't watch that.
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Start making you make a real choice. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention, because this is them looking out for moving forward. New proposal in Washington would have drivers paying for every mile they're on the road. Now, we spoke about this. At the end of the day, the gas power thing is not necessarily for the environment, but they're trying to figure out how they could get off of their dependency on Middle East.
Yeah.
Because that's where you get most of the oil from. We also produce oil, but we do import a lot of oil from other places. So if we go electric, we could produce that, right?
Yeah.
But now, what happens? If you're electric, you don't pay a gas tax.
Nah.
You don't pay all these different kind of taxes that comes with you driving. So you know what they
gas
said?
guzzler tax. Nah.
We got to get that tax money anyway. So you know how they're going to get it out of you? By charging you to drive every mile. Let's get into this. Washington State is mulling over ideas to make up for the fact that electric vehicles do not have to pay into the state's gas tax because, they don't use gas. Currently, the gas tax costs 49.4 cents per gallon. 50 cents a gallon.
Son, that's crazy. Son, that's another reason why the gas is so damn high. Son. Yo, we paying 50 cents a gallon, bro.
50 cents. Yo, what up, Keish? What's popping? Yo, so 49.4 cents a gallon, but according to the Action News, a new proposal will do away with that favor of a pay per mile system that it costs two and a half cents per mile driven. Son. Now, we talked about this.
Yeah,
they will use your inspection sticker to see this, because remember, the inspection stickers are coming out. They're going to be new.
Yeah, absolutely.
They already have your mileage or whatever, but now it's going to be more car specific.
Yeah,
like this is your car VIN, whatever, right? Now, you came in here, you had 31,000 miles. Now you have 51,000. Okay, so we charging about 2 cents a mile. Oh boy, hold up, man, because we're gonna do that, man. I love stuff like that, man. This is when you be thinking they not thinking about trying to get over on you. This is why I say you gotta really pay attention. At the end of the day,
and then wait though, they claim, right? They claim that it's not a lot. They claiming it's not a lot, son. So they say they did an average of you drive. They say we drive 13,500 miles a year.
Right.
So they're like, yeah, man, that's only $337 a year.
Right. Yeah, you'll be okay. Yeah, we charge you another $40, $50 a year.
And then they like this, yo, hold on. That's just it equals out to you buying 337 gallons of fuel. How?
But here's the thing that's really the kicker though. It's like, and now they're making laws to force you to have it. This is where they disconnect. This is where I'll be like, you know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And they got to understand that the kind of position that they're putting you in, and they don't care. Like I said, when it comes to driving, eventually it's going to be a class system. Either you can afford it or you can't.
Yeah.
And if I know anybody that go to the hoods, you know how we do. We live in the hoods. We move. We go to these places. Where do you see them putting a charging station in Southside? Okay. Where do you see them putting the charging station in Far Rock? Where do you see them putting charging stations in some of these places? They don't plan on y'all driving.
Yeah, for real.
They like, nah, we gonna make it so it's easier for them to take the train.
But wait though, right? Then they say they also gonna make the registration taxes for EVs higher.
Yes, they're gonna make the registration higher. You're gonna pay some sort of electrical tax.
Yeah, but
you're gonna pay per mile.
My thing is though, right? Look at the problems these EVs is causing everybody.
They don't care.
Yo, son.
They don't. And that's the problem. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. The more that you see how they're going about it, you got to say to yourself, it's got to be an end game here that they don't really either want to discuss it. They don't want to include it.
Yo, the end game is like you said. You got either you got the dough to drive or you don't, or they gonna bleed you dry. That's it.
That's a fact. And they like, oh, you don't need to drive.
Or on top of that, right? They're gonna get you on public transportation.
Yo, and for them to keep using Patton Turner with a pocket of MTA, that's a fact.
Son.
They go, yo, listen, we already told you if you're taking a train, do your push-ups and eat your Wheaties. It's going down out there, son. It's going down. It's more self-defense happening out there than in Karate Kid Part 2. Cats is out there fighting for their life out there.
He said more self-defense. But you know what's crazy though? This is how they're gonna get more people on the public transportation, son.
That's a fact. Shout to everybody who tuned in, paying attention. Shout to Keith, shout to Reeps, shout to SP to Dawn. Shout to everybody who tuned in. Don't forget, drop a like wherever you are and drop your name in the comments so we can shout you out. And that's why I say at the end of the day, you're gonna tell me, oh, we're gonna raise the fare, oh, we're gonna do all of this. I gotta get on the train still and fight for my life.
Son, think about it, son. That's how they're gonna get you. Like, I don't want to drive, I don't want to pay this much in mileage.
Right.
I'm going.
So now y'all all get on the train. All of y'all get on the train, and all you hear is round one, fight.
You see Blanca hop out the back, son. I'm telling you.
It's going down, son. Street Fighter, put your hands up. It's Streets of Rage out here, son.
Yo, put your hands up for real, though. Like, oh, man, son, it's crazy.
And that's why you got to ask yourself, where are them? I'm telling you, they are trying to put people in one place, people that they feel are middle class and poor in one place, and the rich in the other.
Factory.
And has this not been done before?
Yeah, well,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's not going to stop, though. That's the thing. Like, we got to remember, y'all, pay attention who you're voting for. If you've been voting Larry, switch it up. And also ask yourself, has your life gotten better?
No.
That's what I'm saying. You got to ask yourself that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
shout to Key. She answered that. She said, the fact parking is limited these days is crazy all across. You know what pisses me off?
What grinds your gears?
I got to stop this because you know what, it's not driver's etiquette. But I gotta let it air out.
Let's go.
You know what pisses me off? I'm driving the other day. I'm late. I'm like, I gotta hurry up. Gotta do what I gotta do. I'm like, look like some parking up there. I get up there and it's like 30 city bikes up there. Oh my God. I was ready to flip all of them, son. I was Ronald McDonald for real. I was mad. I was ready to kick over all of them. You better move all of them.
Son, and
I was mad, son.
And that's another thing, right? I'm glad you said that, right? They got these city bikes up there. So they taking up about 30, 40, 50 feet of parking spaces, B.
How about the garbage cans they putting uptown? Did you hear about that?
Nah, son.
So apparently uptown, they have this wild rat problem.
Mm-hmm.
We already know that. We NYC, we look underground. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Now they got these big trash compactor containers that they're going to have on the street. You know how big this thing is?
No, kid.
It's got to be like about 60 feet. And everybody on the blocks are going to be dumping their garbage into it so that they can say, quote unquote, get rid of the rats. And guess where it's going to be?
No.
It's going to be parked on the street.
Damn.
The people uptown are so mad. The people in Upper West Side, because now that limits parking. So now when they do the congestion pricing, people going to be parking all around. You really won't be able to park where you live. Ronald McDonald, man. I'm upset for you.
Yo.
No way I'll be out there wilding, kicking garbage cans, flipping. I'll go get the rats my damn self.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, instead of them fixing the problem, they want to throw a Band-Aid on it and make you suffer.
Yo, son, this is what I'm saying.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
This is what I'm saying, son. Throw them in the dumpster, son. This is getting crazy out here.
Damn,
but
son.
It just goes to show that's how they thinking, man. And that's why we love to bring this news to y'all. So it's funny that we even talking about New York, because now it looks like New York has something that a lot of people are probably not going to agree with.
Mm-hmm.
New York police camera-based artificial intelligence vehicle monitoring system bound to spark an outrage. And this is interesting. Now, we all know that since AI has been out, Chat GPT is under litigation right now because of how many things that they know, and how many things that is pulling out. The information is pulling out of people. Zoom for Zoom, what's popping?
Let's go Zoom for Zoom.
So we're gonna get into this a little bit because it's like these are the kind of things that we got to pay attention to. You know, it's good to have the smarts, but when they're using it in a crazy way, we got to talk about this. So,
yeah, let's go.
automatic license plate recognition technology is nothing new and helps law enforcement officials search for vehicles connected to crimes or known criminals. However, a new report from Forbes details an artificial intelligence system that goes one step further, analyzing the suspicious movement of vehicles and registration. In March 2022, David Zayas drove his gray-colored Chevrolet down the Hutchinson River Parkway in Scarsdale, New York. There was nothing remarkable about the car or the journey, but the AI tech used the Westchester County Police Department deemed the vehicle suspicious. By searching through the database containing no less than 1.6 million license plates, the AI calculated that Zayas was taking a route favored by drug traffickers. While this could be a coincidence, a Department of Justice prosecutor filing later showed that Zayas Chevy followed this route to Massachusetts 9 times between October 2020 and August of 2021. Are y'all hearing that?
Yo, that is ridiculous, huh?
The AI said, you know what? The route that he's going is a drug dealer's route. Let's get him. Wow.
But so do you know what this means, though, right?
I don't think people do. We're
So-
gonna stop the music for this one. This is crazy.
So in the middle of them doing this now, right? They're gonna try to do all this craziness, bust you down, and they're gonna have mad cases, huh?
Uh-huh.
Do they understand like where this is gonna go?
So check this out. Using only AI prediction, law enforcement officials performed a traffic stop and searched his vehicle. Zayas' car contained 112 grams of cocaine, 34,000 in cash, and a semi-automatic weapon. But how extensive is the AI-based system that led police to the gray Chevrolet? More information about this has come to light thanks to the accuser's lawyer, Ben Gold. After filing a Freedom of Information request with Westchester Police, Gold learned that the crime-fighting AI was scanning more than 16 million license plates weekly, with 480 cameras doing the work. Those speed cameras we was talking about, oh, we want to kill them. No, they want to watch you. Those red light cameras. This is what they doing with it. Shout to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. I hope y'all grasping what I'm saying. So the real reason that they really want to run those speed cameras 24/7 had nothing to do with speed
or safety.
Had everything to do with surveillance. Had everything to do with surveillance.
So that means, right? Let's just say we like to take a good route on a good drive, but it seems suspicious. They running down.
They running down on you. Oh, you know what? He did that 12 times. He did that 5 times. Shout to Reeves. He said it seems like every new breakthrough in technology is used to control people. Did y'all exactly?
Damn,
did y'all hear that? I'm gonna say that
Reeves
again.
is on to something with that one.
I'm gonna say that again. More information about that this has come out to light thanks to the lawyer, Ben Gold. After filing a Freedom of Information request with Westchester Police, because he can do that, Gold learned the crime-fighting AI was scanning more than 16 million license plates weekly.
Yo, that's crazy.
With 480 cameras doing the work. How many speed cameras do you think it is in NYC? Whew. We going there. We going there.
I want to say a good amount. So I want to say at least. You said New York City?
New York City. Shout to my guy, Don Spalding. He's in the building.
Huh?
So I would say less than that. I would say about 250.
Okay.
But with the fact that these things are like think about this.
Yeah.
Scanning license plates. AI, they're using AI to scan license plates. We've seen this before. Minority Report.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop him before he even commits or thinks about the crime. Yo, we gotta be nervous about this stuff.
Damn, son. But I don't think people are looking at it like that, though.
They don't even know.
Damn.
They don't even know.
Nothing's better than keeping information hidden, though, right?
You ain't lying. Listen to this. 434 of these cameras are fixed, while the rest were fitted to police vehicles. And it's not just license plates that piques the AI's interest. As per report, it records the vehicle's make, the vehicle's model, and even the color. In a motion to suppress the evidence, Gold described it as a dragnet surveillance and said it amounts to an unprecedented search. This is the specter of modern surveillance that the Fourth Amendment must guard against. This is the systematic development and deployment of vast surveillance networks that invade society's reasonable expectation of privacy. With no judicial oversight, this type of system operates at the caprice of every officer with access to it. Whoa.
Damn, son.
Are y'all hearing me?
Son, I don't think they really heard that one, B.
They are watching you.
It's crazy.
They, say it again.
Yeah, I have to.
They are watching you. They are watching you. Speed cameras, red light cameras.
Yep.
They said 434 of them are affixed to structures.
When you think about it, though, right? It has to be them wanting to watch you, son.
Yes. MTA is using AI technology at a few stations to check for fare beaters. Like, listen, they tell us that it's for our own safety. But think about that for a minute. These things are watching everything you do. And now they want you to have an electric car because you know what? On the low, it's gonna be talking to them.
Yeah.
If you don't think that, I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you.
It's gonna be talking to them, communicating, and they can shut it down.
Easy. Well, we found him. Look, there he is right there. Telling you. Shout to everybody who's tuned in. Cameras on the city buses as well. Exactly.
All of that. Absolutely.
It's moving.
Think about it though. That AI thing could tap into whatever type of cameras it wants.
And then think about what this AI is capable of doing at that point. Think about the think about it. If you've ever seen that chat GPT at work, you can ask it to do something like, yo, I need you to write me an acceptance letter. 2 minutes. If that. 20 seconds to have a whole speech. How? Let me tell you something, man. If y'all know, and this is New York City we talking about. This is New York State, rather.
Yeah.
This is where all your tax dollars and things are going. This is why you know what? That's why they're not worried about people jumping turnstiles. That's why they're not worried about the little crimes. Because while they letting you get high, while they letting you ride these electric scooters and no helmet and do whatever you want to do, they are secretly putting up all kinds of surveillance.
It reminds me of Eagle Eye.
Yes.
Yeah, son.
Yes.
Yo, son. Man.
Listen, we ain't gonna go too crazy. We're gonna bring the mood down a little bit.
Yo,
I just want y'all to understand.
I ain't gonna front. That bothered me just now. Son.
Oh yeah.
That was like in the middle of them doing all this, right? They got lucky this time.
Yes.
Right? Now, what about everybody else who take routes that they like? And it may be a drug route. Who knows?
You don't.
That's what I'm saying.
How did it know it was a drug route?
Son.
That's an interesting question.
I don't know.
That thing wasn't around when drug routes was made. I don't know. It's very interesting.
That is.
Shout to Doss Paul. He said law enforcement let certain crimes happen so that society requests more presence. Woo. 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 We gotta stop the music on that one. Damn, that was deep.
It was.
That was deep, but it's a fact. It's a fact. We need to really pay attention to this, man. We need to pay attention to this. The idea of ever-growing AI-powered camera network that can analyze our patterns and record our vehicle details is worrying. And according to experts, this is just the beginning. The Westchester Police Department system was built by a company known as Recore. According to government data analyzed by Forbes, the company has sold its tech to 23 local governments and police agencies worldwide.
Man.
Sounds like Minority Report out here. Shout to Zoom for Zoom. That's exactly what it sounds like. And 23 agencies. Now what happens when somebody hacks it? Serious. You think this won't end up on the dark web?
Yeah, you crazy? Of course it will.
We got and this is your auto information, where you drive. Come on.
How you driving?
We creating a 3.0 hitman that can find you with no problem. I'm gonna leave it alone. Because we don't want nobody to shut us off.
Yo, so for real.
You're gonna see the snow on the screen. We're gonna be off the screen. It's gonna be crazy. But I just want everybody to take that into consideration.
Damn, son.
AI technology, and this is part one.
Yo, hold on. Not even that they sell it to government entities though. They sell it to private individuals too.
Say it again.
Not only do they sell it,
not
only do they sell it to the government, private individuals could get it too. What? Yo,
son. So if you got the bread, I can know everything that's going on. This is what I'm saying.
Yo, that's alarming, son. You trying to tell me they can sell it to private individuals too?
Yes. And this is just the beginning. What they're gonna do? Listen.
Yo, all right, y'all. Y'all keep playing around out here being high all day.
And they out here just hooking cameras up. We like, yo, what they doing? Look like they fixing another building. Nope.
Damn.
They hooking up soon. Y'all gonna come outside. And ain't gonna be nothing but T2s walking around, metal endoskeletons with AR-15s in their hands.
Yeah, you got to think about it though, son. All this is leading to control.
Yes.
Socialism.
Yes.
It's getting crazy, huh?
And they're telling you it's for your own good.
Yeah, we're trying to save you.
We're trying to save you. I'm telling you, son. This is why I laugh. It even made me laugh even with our Legends of Auto today. And we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because it is crazy. It is crazy. And it's like a lot of cats don't understand this is how it's going down. So we just try to really point it out to you and let people see. James Cameron warned us in 1984 about AI. Shout to my, that look like my, it's everybody's tuned in. What's popping, Bushido 1320? You already know what it is. Listen, this is going to be us.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce you to the future of law enforcement.
This is going to be us, y'all. Ed 209.
Ed 209.
It's an Ed 209 outside, son.
Yo.
This is why I say at the end of the day, we got to be real careful. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Y'all know how we get down. We don't want to scare nobody.
I ain't gonna front though, fam.
But this is us.
Please put down your weapon. Damn. 20 seconds to comply.
Yo.
I would do what he says, Bob.
You better do what he says, Mr. Kenny.
That's going to be us. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Y'all know how we get down. We're not out here to scare you, but you already know what it is. He says, soon we're going to be living in Logan's Run. Holy crap. We think this is bad. I can't wait to hear the story of the person that will beat this system until they finally get caught. That's my man, SP.
Let's go.
Shout to Reeps. He said, remember, everyone is paying for the AI tech, willingly buying these cars. What happens when someone says there's too much traffic? Only some cars can drive today. If you drive, you have to pay more insurance. Let's go. Shout to my guy, Dave, on the check-in. And shout to my guy, you already know what it is. He said, I'm a bit late, but ATL honey just came back from the cruise. And Honduran honey be bugging. Oh, boy. That sounds good. Go again, Draco.
Let's go.
Draco, here you go again.
Damn.
But with that being said, y'all know we get down, man. Like I said, we don't want to scare nobody, but it's definitely, Logan's Run. That is hilarious.
Damn,
total
son.
recall. 2 weeks.
Yo, you know what's crazy though? So now those license plates that flip out, they about to get sold out.
Yeah. And it won't even matter. We saw you 6 weeks ago.
That is true.
Matter of fact, we hooked into the DMV mainframe.
So we hooked into it.
Son, this is really wow, son.
I'm telling yo, fam, listen, people are gonna have to be wrapping their cars at an alarming rate every week. Yo. All right, man.
Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You got one more story for me. We're going to keep it pushing. A dealer sold someone a Toyota Supra with no catalytic converter and an accident history. And this is crazy. We all know in buying a used car, we always got to look out for the silliness. But you would think if you go to a dealership, right, and you're going to buy a car, if you tell me it don't have no Carfax or no kind of accident history whatsoever, I'm extra on it. I'm not going to say it's going to deter me away from the car because I'm a car guy. Everybody else here, car guys, car gals, stand up. You already know what it is. So you ain't going to just sell me no bogus. But when you sell me a car with no catalytic converter and I don't know,
It's the understeer.
What up?
Where we like to ask, What the hell were you thinking?
We dishing out understairs today. That's it. It's not just gonna be a segment. We're gonna be dishing them out.
Yeah, they handed it out today, but not for nothing. It's a Supra though.
But son, it's a Supra with no cat.
Son, the dealer's on a skid too.
So he didn't. Son, the dealer is on a skid. So he started. He started the car,
and it sound like a diesel in me. You realize?
He didn't know.
It's the understeer.
What up?
Where we like to ask,
Yo,
what the hell were you thinking?
You clearly know at this point, this person who went in there ain't have an idea of what he was buying, know what he was doing.
He had no idea. And you know what?
He probably thought it was an EVB.
Not only that, he paid $57,000 for it. Yo, I don't even want to read no more. He's gonna understand. That's it. He brick.
What the hell were you thinking?
What was he doing?
Oh man, son.
Just to get into it a little bit, it says San Diego CBS 8 reports how one local used car dealership managed to convince a customer to buy a car that should have never been on their lot in the first place. A Toyota GR Supra with no catalytic converter and an accident history. Shout to Hector Munoz had been working hard so that he could finally buy the car he wanted.
Yeah.
Hector, I'm calling you early.
Where we like to ask.
He's the understeer. I don't get it. Hector Munoz has been working so he could finally buy the car he wanted. Along with saving his money from working 2 jobs, he even managed to take out a loan at his credit union, also that he could buy his dream car, a Toyota GR Supra.
Okay.
It's the understeer.
How's that your dream car? How old are you? 18? That's as far back as we go. I'm gonna keep going here, man. So it says after searching, he managed to find a used one for sale at a local dealership, which was annoyingly not named, for $57,000. Now, one red flag could be the fact that the used Supra is going for that much, but that's not out of the ordinary these days. A quick search of surrounding area found 38 Supras for sale. Okay. 31 of them was for $50,000. So I'd have went for the other 19, right?
Yeah, you would think
if it's 50 of them or it's 38 of them and 31 of them are 50, I'm gonna go look at the other 7. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But Munoz was excited, went down to the dealership, mentioned CBS 8 that his excitement may have clouded his judgment. He said, even though he told that he went into the dealership prepared, he let his emotions buy the car. That excitement spilled over to the test drive where the salesman drove him around in a Supra fast. But Munoz saying that he was accelerating and letting the muffler make little noises. It was backfiring.
Yo, he had to be 18. So oh man, yo.
He said, yo, he was driving fast. Oh my God. You can't be serious, son. He said he said the sales guy even bonded with him.
Yo, son, so
now it's going pause. Now it's going into the level. He bonded with him. I don't know what that meant. Speaking to his own experience as a first generation.
Yo, this is getting crazy, son. Nah, yo, he's just planking everywhere right now, son.
This is getting wild. He said he bonded with him being a first generation immigrant that had worked hard in a new country, something Munoz knew about being the child of immigrants. That was enough to make Munoz sign the papers. He was very friendly and connected with me on the emotional level.
Yeah, sure he did.
He is break. I really don't want to read no more.
Yo,
son,
son, hook, line, and sinker, son. He had him, son.
This is hilarious. He said, I related to him because I was the first generation and my family doesn't have much. And we're here really working for something. So honestly, he seemed like a really familiar guy that I could trust.
Damn.
You, sir. The supposed bond that Munoz felt mixed with that excitement of the buying of the car, his dreams, remained as he signed the paperwork and took the keys. But as he was leaving the dealership in his new car, the Supra's check engine light came on.
It's the understeer.
He is bricking. This is going the other way. The salesman told Munoz it was a glitch.
Yo, your man was just wailing on the Supra. It's a glitch.
Yo, it's a glitch, kid. Man, we was out there wilding, and then it was backfiring. That's probably what happened.
It's the understeer.
You can't make this up. This is, I'm sorry, y'all.
Yo, he's real trustworthy, son. He's real trustworthy.
Yo,
son, my side hurts.
This makes a salesman look like a dirtbag.
Even worse.
A complete dirtbag. But he says, the check engine light came on. The salesman told Munoz it was a glitch and not an issue. Not satisfied, Munoz took the Supra to a local Toyota. I'm done. Yeah. So you go to the suit. Yo, wait. He goes to the Toyota dealer to look at a Supra that he did not buy from Toyota. I don't get it.
Son. I don't know, kid.
It's the understeer.
He's a brick. He's bricking, son.
Yo,
When he goes to the Toyota dealer for service, that's when they hit him with the bad news. It was there that the service crew told him the car did not have a catalytic converter and had been in an accident and had numerous issues with the engine and the body.
Damn.
The mechanic pulled up the Carfax and showed Munoz the accident history. Dealer tech told him the car would never pass an emissions test for obvious reasons and that it was illegal that the dealer even sold him the car without the catalytic converter. Munoz immediately lawyered up and is now suing the dealership. Munoz's attorney filed a suit against the dealer in June for violating all kind of rights. This is hilarious.
Yo, son.
It's the understeer.
It's the understeer. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. I know y'all heard that. What's your thoughts? Have you ever got like that?
Nah, kid. I pray to God I don't, son.
I gotta keep it a buck.
Cause you know what, son, it ain't gonna be good.
I gotta keep it a buck.
What happened?
I gotta keep it a stack. Shout to all the people who's tuned in, paying attention. I gotta tell you a story.
Yeah.
I know y'all don't like my stories, but I gotta tell y'all a story. I have been got like that. I gotta keep it a buck. It's funny.
I think once, but I'll let you tell yours. I'll tell mine.
So shout to my guy Ace. We was young. We was working hard. We had a couple dollars. We call ourselves
like Munez.
We going, yeah. I'm
You
sounding
sound
like
like
Munez, right?
It's the understeer.
That's a fact. We get our little bread together and we go to the store, right? To go get some clothes, whatever. Yo, so we got bread. We coming out with bags. You know how that goes. It's a good feeling, right? See this dude. He's like, yo, check this out. I got these gold chains. Here we go. So I'm like, all right, bet. Look, it looked like it's gonna go the right way. So I said, you know what? Let's see what you got. Had the wild Cuban. Yeah, like this. Look, it's real. He lighting it. Look, if it was paint, it would drip. We open. How much you want? He's like, yo, like $100, $125. We was like, yo, for that? Y'all went and I gave that man $125, son. Got me, son. Got me. I put the chain on, son. I'm walking around with the chain on. Yeah. Yo, my homeboy Kerry, rest in peace. He says to me, he said, yo, let's just go to see if we can flip it and get some more bread for it. Yo, we go to a whole jeweler.
Yeah.
He said, let me see the chain. It looks nice. I take the chain off. He's like, oh, this is beautiful, but it's fake. I said, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He get the gold test out and everything. He said, look. He shaved a little bit of the gold paint off. He said, look at this metal rust under there. My feelings. I was so mad. So I can't be mad at Munoz, kid. But he is a brick, though. Today he bricked.
Damn, son.
But the reason we wanted to talk about it is because don't let your emotions get in the way of you buying some of these cars. Everybody here,
for that matter,
anything. We all car guys, car gals. There's many cars that we bought that we was like, yo, we're going to have to work on. That's a fact, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But don't let nobody out here selling you fools gold, kids. So,
son, I mean, I bonded with him, though.
We first family immigrants. What? Like, you act like he cared.
And he robbed you, son.
And he robbed you. He stood there, bonded with you.
Yeah, you probably told him a whole story and all. They probably dropped the tears, huh?
He was like, yo, you know, I'll see you when I see myself. You know, you got $57,000. And I'm just like, yo, I worked that hard for my first car. Look at this. And now you about to get a sports car. You know how many people don't have this car? Yo,
our people don't got this? Come on, son.
He said, hold up. I'm going to go get the title.
It's the understeer.
Brick. He bricked on him, son. Shout to, he said, I copped my 86 Technica Conquest listed as an 88 because the 86 had an 88 flared sides grafted to the flat 86 body. I ain't care. I didn't even know how to drive manual then. Shout to you.
Damn, son.
It happened.
So let me tell you my quick story. Remember when I had the silver LS Integra?
Yes, I do.
Cool. Car was great. Got it. You know, everything's fantastic. Driving a car. Now, after I copped this car, this was like months later now. And I noticed like, what happened? Like, my seatbelt light, right? Or would it make a noise or something? I'm like, yo, what's wrong with the seatbelt? Why it's not letting me know if it's on and off? Yo. So now, mind you, I don't even got the guy's number no more. I don't know what happened to the phone or whatever.
That's it. He sold the car. He got it.
Gone in the wind. I plug it up. And why when I plug this thing up, the car will immediately shut off. Yo, son.
Wait a minute. When you put the seatbelt on, it was shut off?
No, like, so the connector underneath the chair.
Oh.
you plug it up, and the car shut off. I was scratching my head like, this can't be real.
Yo, that sounds like a move straight out of like Top Gear. You know how they be hooking each other cars up? He hooked the horn to the blinker.
Yeah.
It's like, that sounds like some crazy stuff.
Yo, I was like, yo, hold on, son. I can't even plug this up without the car was shut off in mid-motion.
Damn, that is hilarious.
And then I'll have to start it back.
That is hilarious. I'm sorry.
I was like, damn, son.
He got you.
Nah, he did, son.
But you know what, though?
He did.
You could live without that. That's on the low end.
That's one thing.
That's the low end.
That was the I'm like, you know, I'm just never hooking this back up.
At least you didn't buy a car with no cat that was backfiring and he sold it on you like 57 bands.
Yo, you like the way that sound, kid? Yeah, son. That's that Supra.
Yo, shout to sales. He said, my neighbor's looking at me like, why are you washing the car laughing?
Yo, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Because he bricked.
Nah, son. He
first off, right?
Left field, son.
I gotta say something here. If I got $57,000, why am I buying anything used? I
mean, at that point though, and it was an unknown name you spot, he said though.
He walked all the way into that brick.
He walked right in. So 57 cool racks is like,
that's a lot.
It is, huh?
Son, that's like you could go to the dealer with 40.
Yeah, he could have went and got a new one.
This is what I'm saying, and made a little $100 a month payment because you done knocked off so much and kept 17 bands to yourself to actually tune it and do what you want to do with it. Now
he probably would have gave that away though. He probably would have.
A fool and his money soon splits.
It's the understeer, where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
Yo, so he could have got a number of cars.
What did he walk past to get the Supra with no cat? Wow.
And then you know what killed me the most about the whole story? He said the check engine light came on as he was leaving. So
he said that's a glitch. It's a video game.
Yo, he hit him with the in and out. So he said that was a glitch, fam.
He said, hold up. AI crossover. Cross him over crazy, son. How you gonna get somebody like that?
Yo, you know what killed me the most again? They talking about they bonded. First class immigrants or something. Like, what are y'all doing?
Yo, this dude is the dirtiest of the dirtiest.
Son, he's a scumbag.
Son. He's a dirt bag.
Yo,
wow.
I mean, of course, you know, Nunes didn't do his due diligence neither.
Now,
however, he took full advantage of something. But I guess that's what happens out there.
That's what happens.
Son. He seen him a mile away.
He said, "I got him." He said, "Yo, he want to buy that Supra. Yo, do it.
Do it to him."
Yo, as far as I'm concerned, Munoz, one day, hopefully, we'll be able to get him on the show because I want to ask him.
It's the understeer.
What was you thinking?
Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
He bricked early, man. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention, man. I read that story,
and it is funny, son.
It is. It makes me think of how many times I done purchased car parts from Billy Goat Gruff under the bridge.
Son.
Like, I shouldn't be here buying this, but I'm gonna buy it. And when you buy it, it's broke up mess. Yo, many a time, son.
Yo, I gotta ask you though, how many times, or anybody out there in Riley Radio Land, how many times was you so excited, right? And you just cop something, knowing again, like you said, you shouldn't have bought it, and then you got it and it was like messed up.
Oh my God. I tell you the truth, I could count on my hands because I'm one of them kind of people. Once I get there with the cash, it's like I'm not really with all the movement and all of that. Like, give me what I need so I can get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And I never forget. Actually, I went to sell something on Craigslist. I was selling what was I selling? I was selling these wheels.
Yeah.
I sold these. I had these. You remember the rotor slips I had?
Oh, yeah.
Friends don't let friends ride on rotors. I know. I hear y'all, right?
Damn, son.
But I had we did the rally to Florida. Remember, I had new tires on that, and the wheels were still new. I sold them for about $500. I put them up for $600, right? Mm-hmm. With brand new tires though, brand new all season joints, good, right? Yo, the dude's like, yo, you know, I'll give you $450 for them, whatever, right? I said, you know what? I'll take it because at the end of the day, it was just I just wanted to get rid of them, right? So I meet up with the dude. It was at Home Depot. I meet up with him, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, you know, all right, cool. I'm like, all right, yeah, you know, I'll start taking the tires out. And this is a mistake. I started taking the tires out here, you know, boom, boom. And right when I'm taking the third one out, I'm like, yo, let me get the bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the way out my mind, son. And you know what's funny when you speak to somebody on the phone, he's like, yeah, I got you, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Same thing. I was like, yo, let me get the paper. Yo, he gave me the roll of money with the hundreds on the outside. I flip it in, it was $250. I said, okay. So I said, yo, my man, put that third tire down, son. He said, yo, no, what was the problem? I said, it ain't enough cash. And he was like, yo, I must have got out. That must be all I have. Yo, I took them freaking tires right out of give me this shit. Slapped it. You think I'm stupid? It was about to be Ronald McDonald in the goddamn.
Yo, I'm rolling. Yo,
what are you doing? He's about to get his head whipped.
Yo, son, it's funny to me, son, the extreme lengths people will go to, son. Like, yo, he said, oh, I think that's all I got. Okay.
So yo, that's it.
You know what? You can have the wheels, fam, for $250. It's okay.
I'm about to be like, yeah, son, you good.
Oh, shit, son.
He almost, shout to everybody.
Yo, son, I nearly fell out the chair with that one, son. That was crazy, son.
Shout to Rally Radio. Who we got in the box?
Nah, I'm sorry. That man didn't give you that roll of bread and say, yo, that must have been all I had.
Yo, that is crazy, son.
Yo, Phil.
Nah,
he tried to
the audacity. The audacity.
Yo, that's crazy, son. I'm telling you.
Yo, Phil, he tried to
must have been all I had.
He tried to play it like somebody stole from him. He was like, yo. And that's all I had. I was like, give me them wheels, fam. Right back in the trunk with these.
Yo, son. Yo, I'm crying, son. It's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo, nah, that is funny.
Nah, that's ridiculous.
And you know what? I felt bad. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, right? Like I felt bad because I felt like I was gonna get these rollers off for $600. That was the robbery. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get these joints off for $600 with new tires. I'm gonna make some bread. But then I just said I had them so long. I was like, yo, I just need to get some money off of them.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that I took him over there and met him at Home Depot, he's like, yo, they're good looking. You know, it was traffic, fam. It was crazy. And and here I go, stupid, right? I'm loading taking them out the trunk and putting them in the car. Like, okay, here we go. 2 wheels. Damn. And then I grabbed the third. I was like, yo, where the bread at? He's like, oh, I got you. Hold up. Oh, here we go. He gave me and I'm like, nah, this is light, right? I opened the counter. It's only $250.
Damn.
He was like, he said, yo, I said, yo, fam, it's only $250. And he was like, oh, yo, that's all I got.
Yo, no way, son. That's like a cartoon scene, son.
Yo, Phil. It was about to really be Ronald McDonald and right there.
Nah, that's ill. That's ill right there.
Yo, son. Woo. Man.
Yo, that's all I got.
Phil, tell us a story. I know it's been every car guy that almost got or got.
Yeah, for sure.
Give me one. I know you got one.
Stories.
It's been so many, and I think about it's been so many times. I remember when I was getting my engine.
Yeah.
I was getting my B16 swapped into my CRX, right? Mm-hmm. And this is what really propelled me to start doing things on my own.
Yeah.
I had bought the whole front clip for like $1,800, right? Almost $2,000 because I had got the brakes, everything.
Yeah.
Took it to this dude named Phil's Auto Salon on Merrick. Now, apparently this dude was like a Honda technician, straight lie.
Yeah.
Straight lie. Yeah. I'm gonna call it for what it is, right? Mm-hmm. Then they get my car and they get the engine, and I'm coming back, and it's like a week, 2 weeks. What's up? What are y'all doing? Oh, we just trying to make it so that the engine fits in the car. It's a B16. So it didn't come with that over here. You got to ham out for the alternator.
Yeah.
Yo, they like, and once we get it in, we just gotta break your check engine light because it's gonna shoot a check engine light. We just gonna bust it. What? So he said, yeah, we gotta take your dash off to leave my car.
Yeah.
Leave my car. So you know what I do, Phil? I had my homeboy Pete though. I had a tow truck driver. He came through, he picked up the engine, he picked up the car, take it up the block. Because the kid had an EF Civic and he was doing the work. Yo, do you know I'm paying them to do the work, son? The man stole my ECU.
Damn, son.
Yo, you know how much I went through with that, son? So we go back to this dude. I said, yo, because what happened was he couldn't fix it either. So then I took it to full throttle. I don't know if y'all ever heard of full throttle. You know full throttle, right? Right, Phil? Them dudes was good. They finished the swap in 6 hours. Boop. They was like, yo, the car's ready. They said, but you ain't got no computer. You want to buy a computer and put one in? I said, what? He said, yeah,
you don't got a computer, fam.
I said, wait, so where's the computer? He was like, yo, it wasn't in the car. It wasn't in the motor, nothing. I said, okay. So now I call the other spot. Hey, listen, man, where's my computer? He said, you had too many hands on the car.
Okay. One of those.
I said, so right, Phil, one of those. So I said, okay, so this is where this going, right? I said, okay. I called my job. I booked off. I show up to the spot. I don't think he thought I was going to show up. I show up with a little bit of help. Y'all know how I get down, right? Yo, where the computer at? Oh, now everybody's scared because we in the building now, right? Now, we look at his son's car. And I'm like, yo, my man pulled back the carpet and the computer was in his car. Yo. And you know it was mine because when you buy those kind of things, you know they drip paint on it so that you don't open it or he scraped all of that off trying to hide it. My man said, yo, there your computer go right there. Snatched it right out. He was about to yank it out. His father come out. Now you know it's about to get fisticuffs. He's like, please stop. Don't hurt my son. So he had to give us bread for a computer right then and there. I said, you're going to pay me right now. So instead of getting a stock computer, I made him pay me for a tuned computer.
Hey.
We took it back to full throttle and they was like this. They was like, yeah, we're going to give you this one with the high rev limiter and everything like that. But the moral of the story is I got way more times than I won messing around with the car game out of ignorance.
Damn, that's crazy, son.
You feel what I'm saying?
Ignorance will definitely definitely get you.
That's a fact. I remember when I had the Red Super, right?
Yes.
Trying to do the 2J and everything like that. I didn't necessarily get got until I started doing homework. Then I didn't even go through with it, right?
Right.
So I'm like, yo, man,
he said you ain't burned that mother lover down.
Damn, son.
I wanted to, kid. Trust me.
That's crazy. So that's crazy right there. So boom, right? So I went to the shop, right? I'm like, yo, man, how much you guys, charge to put the, the 2J and whatever, right? He said like $2,000. I said, all right, cool, right? I'm getting the money together, right? So I'm still working, I'm like, I'm about to do this joint, boom, boom, boom. And then I seen this other kid, right? That I work with. He had a Supra, right? And he got a 1J in there. I said, yo. I told him what shop I went to. I was like, yo, fam, how much they charge you to put yours in? He said $800. I said, what?
Oh, a $1,200 difference.
Yo, Phil, I was like, what? I'm like, yo, the same cat? I said, same people? He said, yeah. I said, they charging me too. He looked at me like, yo, fam, so they about to get you. Whoa.
Guns.
Yo, mind you though, Phil, better one. The guys I went to their shop, son. They done see me around mad times with my homeboy already, who done did work with them and all that.
They don't care.
They like this, nah, fam, we getting you for $2,000. I said, whoa.
Getting
you.
Almost got me, son. So I can say this, man. The car, atmosphere, all those, it crazy, son.
It gets foul outside.
It do, son.
It gets foul outside. What you got for us, Phil? I know you got one.
Man, listen, man. I remember I went to, my pops was looking for a pickup truck because, you know what I'm saying, he needed something to roll around with to carry the snowblower in the wintertime around.
That's a fact. That's crazy.
So we go out to Long Island and the dude we found an F-150, early first gen F-150.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think it was a 97.
Perfect.
And yo, man, it's just like, yo, start it up, you know what I'm saying? Starts right up, boom. And just sounds strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, we good. All right, cool. Let's do business. You know what I'm saying? I ain't bring no scanner. You know what I mean? I ain't bring nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I should have known better, but you know what I'm saying, we in the rush. Yo. So get the truck I'm like, all right, well, buy the truck, drive her home. Yeah, the truck drive nice. All right, cool.
Right.
So
good.
So now we're gonna say, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, let me go through it, do some maintenance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get it all together and shit. So first thing I do is I look inside the coolant tank. The coolant tank is completely empty. Well, not completely empty, but like at the bottom
Right.
of the coolant tank.
Damn,
Is the I'm like, oh damn. But the truck ain't overheating.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So I'm like, yo, you know what?
That's crazy.
No overheating, no leaking, no nothing. Just like, you know what? All right. Let me do a drain and fill.
Right.
Boy, I don't know who told me to do that.
What happened? Number Brown came out the ring. Oh
man, Brown came out, and then all of a sudden I'm like, yo, I put new coolant in there, and after that truck never stopped leaking coolant until the day it died.
Damn, son.
Never. On top of that, the truck needed a head gasket.
Oh, all right, man.
That's the killer.
The truck needed a head gasket. And the reason, but of course, that there's no check engine light, and he's like, yo, there's no check engine light.
Damn,
I'm to find out the bulb for the check engine light is blown, because as soon as I plug my scanner up to it, a whole slew of codes came up.
You see?
But there's no check engine light. Damn bulb is blown or is broken. I don't know, but
he untook it out. I'm telling you, people do shit like that. Continue on.
Yo, I tell you, man.
You have seen
overall. It wasn't too terrible.
Right.
Because once we got, I mean, it still leaked coolant, but I just kept putting coolant back in.
Right.
But overall, it ran and drove, but it was a headache to deal with, because now can't get it inspected. It's a pain in the rear.
What?
Dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Just because it's got check engine lights showing up.
Yo, that is wow.
So it's just like, yo.
See, and you know what that is too? You know how they really got you, because they know and they're waiting for you to discover. That's what bothers me.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
They know and they're waiting for you to discover so they can negotiate. If they won't just tell you off the rip.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Son.
And you know what? And that is always my thing when it comes to autos. I'm gonna tell you what I learned dealing with this CRX. One, I learned that you need to know about the car. If you do yourself a favor, join a forum, join a group that talks about this car.
Yeah.
And then start doing your own homework. Understanding how the motor is placed in there. Understand some of the things that people have ran into that are not recalls, but major issues. That, I'm telling you, I learned a lot, son. Shout to Phil, because I think that would have definitely been a Ronald McDonald moment, because it was you and your pops. I know y'all was like,
like, yo, can't get the truck inspected. What do you mean you can't get the truck inspected? Yo, it's throwing cold.
Damn.
Wow. And now you have to fix it.
Yo, that's it.
Exactly. Think what you call it. One of the exhaust manifolds was cracked.
Oh,
damn.
Had to get that welded, fixed. It was a whole ordeal. I think we spent like 3 bands on the truck. Spent another 3 bands fixing all the problems. Could have just bought a better truck.
Yeah, for all of that.
Yeah, when I went to get this black CRX from North Carolina, shout to SHAWN, he went with me.
Go.
We drive down there and we go to get the car, and the car's there. I'm like shocked. It's clean. It's sitting there. You know what he says to me? He says, "Here, drive it. Take it up the block." I said, "See, that's how you know." He's like, you drive it. Then he told me everything that was with it. And you know what? I felt bad because I was buying the car for $2,000. And I gave him $1,980. And I told him that $20 was for us to get some food on the way down here. I felt bad about that. I felt bad about that.
Yo.
We bought a long journey.
It was a long. Yo, look, I'm sorry, God. There's no ATM around here. I got $1,980. We used $20 to get some Church's chicken.
Yeah. That's a fact, son. That's a fact, kid. That's a fact, son.
Yo, but,
damn, son.
But I just say, like, something like $20 I could work with.
Mm-hmm.
$200 he was trying to get me for these wins. Yo, I only got $250. That's all I got.
That was ridiculous, huh?
I said
that is insane.
The bravery, and that's what I mean. When it comes to the card game, it's like dudes are really willing to shock you.
But that's so interesting about it. Like, why is that, huh?
I don't know.
For the shocking thing, and dudes be brazen with it.
Yes.
I'll never forget. I was watching. I came across some wheels on Facebook Marketplace.
Yes.
Right?
AKA the Wild Wild West.
I think it was a set of RPF ones.
Okay. NK joint.
Yeah, those are fire. Okay.
Yeah.
What color? Gold?
Now, if anybody know, Big J knows I can't stand RPF one.
Oh,
I think it's a slut wheel. Everybody has it. It annoys me. But
a slutty joint. Wait, all
wheels,
colors.
Bro.
All
Everybody
colors?
has them, bro.
Colors.
There's other lightweight wheels, bro. Everybody has them. I can't stand RPF one.
He said slut wheel.
But
slutty joint.
I come across this set, right? And the dude is looking to get rid of them. He wants like $1,500 for them. With tires. With good tires.
Okay.
So I'm looking, I'm like, it's not a terrible idea. Dude comes on, throws him an offer. He's like, yo, I got $700.
Oh.
Damn, son.
And he's like, yo, you really threw me an offer $700. Like, I came across the thread, so I'm like, nah, I gotta read this.
Low ball.
This is shit stupidity. So I gotta read this.
He low ball.
Dude is like, yo, you really threw me an offer less than half of what I'm asking for a set of RPF ones, straight RPF ones.
Right.
No bends, no cracks, no nothing. With good tires.
Wow. Low ball.
Dude is like, yo, 700. He's like, yo, I could maybe come down to 12. Like, the dude's like, he's really trying to get rid of him. Like, he's willing to work with dude.
Right.
He's like, yo, I could do like 12.
Uh-huh.
And my man said, nah, DM me back when you ready to talk business and come down to my price.
That'll make you want to go find his.
Yo, son, that's a Ronald moment,
I wanted to reach through Facebook and punch that dude in the face.
Son, that's a Ronald moment, son. That's a Ronald moment.
That's a Ronald moment, son. We gotta fight.
At that point, I'm telling him, yeah, I'll give it to you for the 7, just so we could meet up and I could.
He said, "Yeah, I'll give it to you for the 7."
We gotta scrap. Yeah. We have to scrap because you're disrespecting me now.
Yo, he and you know what?
You DM me when you ready to come down to my price.
Wow.
And you know what, son? And that triggers the I know what I got. I know what I got. Don't lowball me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Damn, son.
Yo, we should have changed the name of the show to how many times you done seen dudes get shocked for car parts, kid.
Damn, son.
Yo, son, because I've seen it and I'll be just like, damn, like many a times I've sold car parts or I bought car parts. And I'm the kind of person, I'll negotiate. If I know the value of something, I don't bother. Like I had bought a JDM front clip for the CRX, right?
Yeah.
The dude wanted $1,500, but I could get it now. At that time, they was $1,500 plus shipping.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? I'm gonna cop it, right? I'm gonna give you the price. Yo, when I get there, not only did he give me all of that, he gave me the HID kit, everything, because he's like, yo, if you're gonna give me 15, here it is, right? And I was thinking to myself, like, damn, maybe I should have came at him like, give me 12.
He said, maybe I should have came at him like that.
But I'm not really one of those that like I could understand the value of it, but I could own like
I don't have it in me. I guess I'm just not that kind of person. Because I guess I don't want people dealing with me that way.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I'm looking to make my moves on something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know. I guess it's just the naivete in me.
Nah, it happens though.
Yeah, I'm just naive like that. That people, that if I put good in the universe, you know what I'm saying, I get that back. But people out here are sharks, bro.
They are sharks. They out here stealing with their hands like this. Look, now I'm just taking that right there. Like I said, like going to pick up those CRX parts. It's like, you know, they are really rare parts, and now they're really rare.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I wouldn't even bother. Like I thought about it, like with the CRX, as far as like turning into a full track car. So if I turn it into a full track car, I won't need the JDM parts, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna get, like, it's gonna be a hassle to get rid of these parts.
Yeah,
because
not exactly people running CRXs like that no more.
Not even that.
It's a niche car now.
Not even that, right? Because I'm in all types of CRX forums.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to deal with that. Yo, I only got.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't got time for that, fam.
I ain't gonna lie, man. The whole car thing is just crazy to me, son. Every bit of it, son. Every bit of it be
crazy. Yeah. Yo, if y'all ever been shocked, you know what? We gonna shelf this because one, we gonna be up air.
That's a fact.
But two, it's gonna be too many people calling, and I want to hear all of it.
Yeah, this is a whole show by itself.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's a whole show.
It's a whole show by itself.
Matter of fact, when we do it, when we do it, we're gonna have to bring Phil up here. Phil, you open to coming back up here, man. Because
anytime, just let me know. Let me know whichever week, man. I'll make my arrangements and I'll take Saturday off. Man, come through.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that because that is just getting shocked is like that upsets me. And just reading this one thing, I was like, oh my God, this dude really he did everything to this dude, man. And now you kind of want to physically hurt him. That's 57 bandos.
Some of these whatchamacallits, man. Some of these car dealers, man, you talk about.
They don't care.
Straight up sleazeball.
Nah,
straight sleazy. Nah, he ain't lying.
Sleazeball.
Yo, with that being said, Phil, we appreciate you for calling in. We needed that actually. Yeah. We're gonna end up bringing that topic out soon enough. Because the shark game is ridiculous out here, kid. Jaws, dudes be stealing crazy. But yo, Phil, we gonna finish off strong. We appreciate you for tuning in and calling in, kid. Yo, we gonna get up with you. Don't forget, I'm gonna hit you up about that.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Hey, listen, this weekend ain't bad, man. I mean, it's short notice, but I don't think it's gonna rain tomorrow.
You know what? It's not. I can't
throwing that out shit.
I know, and you know what? I promised the family I gotta spend time with him. It's been crazy this past couple weeks. But next week is the Rick's car show at Valley Stream over there by Green Acres.
It is.
So it's definitely a couple. As a matter of fact, there's an event going on at Englishtown right now. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is because at the end of the day, there's no more drag racing, and we're gonna talk about that too before we get out of here.
That's a fact.
Yo, Phil, we appreciate you, kid. We're gonna make sure we get everything together.
Oh no.
All right, kid. Peace.
One.
All right, peace.
Later. Yo, that was hilarious, B.
Son, the shark attacks are real.
The shark attacks out here. Damn, I didn't mean to do that, but it was, we skipped tech talk.
Yeah, it just got out of hand.
It got interested, son. We skipped tech talk, but in tech talk, we had a couple things we want to talk about real quick. Let's see if we could.
It's Tech Talk.
All right, we're gonna put the show on. We're gonna put the show on speed time. You ever seen big money, big whammy? Nah, we gonna keep moving. So in tech talk, we want to talk about. We have the 2025 M5 as a hybrid. We're not gonna get into it too much yet.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on M5 on hybrid power?
Oh man, so I think not for nothing, man. Again, like you said the furthest we could go or should go is hybrid.
Yes,
that's cool. I get that, but is it still an M5?
Oof.
Is it still an M5? Because you know what? I also gotta say, is it still an M5 even when they went turbo?
Oh.
So if you ask me,
you think the one that had the V10 was the best one? I think that was the best one.
The best M5
outside of
all time outside of what, like the E39?
Yeah, you don't think that was either?
The E39 was great. That is actually the second best one out of all time. That's the second best.
But I definitely think the V10.
But that E60, yes, V10 power
I
was
still want
the best. Yes, absolutely.
And I know
F1
Marlon
inspired engine. Come on.
Yeah, I know Marlon disagrees. He's
nah,
like,
man.
He's like, yeah, shout. He said, word. I might be bringing Betty the green eggs. Yeah, it's gonna be popping. That thing is gonna be popping. Shout to Phil. He said it's gonna weigh as much as a.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, son. So it's like,
yeah, that's true.
They shouldn't have did it, man. Like hybrid powered M5 is like, I don't know.
Is it because you're against hybrid power, or is it
no?
because...
I'm not against hybrid power. I'm against what they putting it in. Again, like these cars, like I get it, man. We moving with the times, whatever, right? Real quick. It's just like,
no.
This is no. I get it. It's gonna make more power, of course, right? They're gonna another little motor in there, make them another 200 probably. But
you think it's about making power, or just like, I don't know. It's like you said, the times are changing.
I think what's going on still is that they chasing these imaginary numbers. They chasing this imaginary competition, son. Oh, let's make it turbo hybrid. Putting up probably the same power is making now.
The Lamborghini Revolto is making 1,001 horsepower on the 12 with a hybrid.
With a hybrid on it, right?
And it's like, I just feel like, you know what, at the end of the day, we all into the autos, you already know. And it's like we watching this thing disappearing in front of us. And it's like, we're going to be like Mr. Munoz in a little minute, because we're going to be paying silly numbers for cars because they are not that. So it's like,
that's what I'm saying. So a hybrid powered M car, period, to me sounds crazy. What happens?
He said, yo, not pressure luck. Let me find out better one is more OG than me. Yo, son, I used to love that. Boop, 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 boop,
Yeah.
I used to love that joint, son. Shout to Phil. He said the C63 hybrid weighs as much as an X5.
Yeah, those are crazy, son. Like, it's like, I don't know, kid. Like, it's not an M5 no more. If you ask me, they already been moving away from the bigger bodies and everything like that. But now you want to add a hybrid to it?
I will say this, however, right? I will say this. A lot of cars are definitely not the cars of old.
Okay.
Meaning, right? A lot of the cars that we love, we just love the names. We hear the M5. What are we thinking?
So I'm thinking immediately V10.
Right? I'm that
mean V8 naturally aspirated E39. That's what I'm thinking.
Right. So now when you don't see that, it's like, and I can't front the more. I'm like hybrid. I'm like, if this is all we have, and you gotta make a choice, it's like, I'm gonna just go see if I can find the V10 one.
This is what I'm saying. Or better yet, I'm gonna go see if I could go find the twin turbo one. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
We're just gonna pay out the nose.
That's it.
Shout to Marlon. He said, I learned how to haggle. The Jews are good at it, and most of them got the money to pay. Oh man, that was crazy.
Yeah, Marlon ain't playing.
Shout to Marlon.
He ain't playing, son.
And also, we're gonna talk about the Dodge Charger and Challenger. Last orders are July 31st. I just want to take a minute and give this car a moment of silence. There's been a lot of talk about how safe cars are, right? Recently, I was, doing a lot of research, and recently it came out that they're saying that most of the muscle cars are dangerous.
Okay.
That their fatality rate is higher than most mid-size cars.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. Like, I mean, like, at the end of the day, when I buy a muscle car, do you think I'm thinking about safety? Keep it above.
I mean, what kind of safety?
Kid, I'm not thinking about. Listen, when I went to go look at that Hellcat, I was looking at a roll cage for it. No, I was like this. I mean,
you got a seat belt. I'm good.
What more do I need? Got airbags in it, right?
I'm good.
It's a roller coaster ride if I roll it over. I just don't understand. Like, it's like, don't try to play it like these cars are unsafe. But these cars, the Dodge Charger, Challenger, and Chrysler 300, last orders are going in July 31st. That hurts me because I really want one. I know everybody's like,
brand new.
I really wanted it. I could still deal with it used, but I know I'm gonna pay out the nose for what I want. I know it.
And I don't know, man. Carry on, son.
I know I'm gonna pay out the nose. I want a manual 6-speed Hellcat. Yes, that's it.
Wide body?
Wide body.
I even take thin body.
I would rather. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I don't care.
I feel like when you put the wide body, it dates the car.
I don't know. It looks right though.
It does look right.
Though.
It does look right. I like them.
Don't say
it's gonna sound super
it's a family
dirty.
show.
It's a family show. I do like it wide in the rear. Pause. You already know what it is.
Yo, he's wilding. You know that's it. Rally Radio.
It's over the top. But just to give this car a shout out, to give the Challenger and Charger a shout out. They single-handedly brought back the muscle car game for what it really is. They really, to me, they ended it. Nobody else could outside of this new CTSV, and it's like the CTSV showed up to the party late because the competition level is like it's dying down. But when we was in the middle of them horsepower wars, kid, when you're in the middle of that 2017, 2018.
No, actually, it was going on before that.
2012.
I will tell you,
2008.
Exactly, it's going back. But I will say this: they have for sure ended it though,
and they went out on a high note. To me, they did. They put out a Dodge. They did put out a Dodge Demon 170 that was wheeling off the line, and they showed it to you live on YouTube when they brought it out.
They was wild.
I got to give it to him, man. Shout
that's 100%, man.
Shout to oh my goodness. He said not to cut it. This is Draco. He said not to cut you. You seen these jokers riding around in Chargers with the door? Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, I seen that too. I don't.
Understeer level over 9,000. Yeah, they definitely setting up the high score up there. When it comes to understeer
level 9,000.
When it comes to understeer level points, they are definitely wilding. I don't know what the infatuation is with taking the doors off and drop, because I seen the video.
I guess it's like because they trying to mimic the Wrangler. I don't know.
But you know what though?
I don't know.
I don't get it. Why do I? And he's like he's doing,
I seen it. I don't get it.
And I'm just like, what is he doing?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not taking the doors off and driving the car unless it is a Wrangler or something like that of that nature.
Yes,
that is actually made to do it. So they definitely get the understeer, but they're setting up the new score up there, man. And the last thing we're going to talk about is the Aston Martin Valkyrie.
Damn, son, the Valkyrie B.
The first 10,000-mile service is going to cost you $464,000.
Son, sell a house.
Got to sell a house just to change the oil. That's crazy.
And that's why you're never going to see one on the streets. Son, just a service at 10,000 miles is nearly $500,000. I'm done, bro.
That's a lot.
I'm good.
That's a lot. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention.
Is it worth it? Sure. But
that's my man, Aaron. Shout out to Aaron. He's out here. He said, I was just going to mention the Wranglers. That's the only thing we're going to take the doors off on.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say, shout out to Marlon. He said some people like changing spun bearings, I guess. He's talking about that M5. He already know. I like that M5.
He said that M5 is one of the best ever, if not the best ever. Huh? It's the best one, bro.
I changed a couple. Listen, change the bearings.
So you change it, you be good for the life of the car after that. You good.
I seen one of them M5s, right? It had a video up. Guy's driving his Lamborghini hard, but he was driving a Murcielago.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like the Murcielago, it's a Lamborghini. Okay, right? So he's driving the Murcielago and he's chasing down this M5. Same M5 we talk about. And when he got to him, the M5, they going at it. Now they going at it.
Yeah.
And that M5 stretching way out in front of him. And I'm like, we got to take a little minute and go, this got 4 doors, fam.
I mean, but it's an exotic, though.
But think about what I'm saying. It has 4 doors, and he's stretching a Lamborghini.
That is the best BMW they have ever produced.
Oh boy, look at Marlon.
That's it. Fire. That's it, son. That's it, B. That's it.
Philly said, "I'll do it for $250."
He said, "I'll do it for $250." Let's go.
That's all I got.
Let's go. That's it.
It's wild out here. So that's pretty much our tech talk. We couldn't dive too deep, but we also wanted to get into the driver's etiquette a little bit. I feel like we're rushing, but we're going to get right into it. Let's go. Y'all ready?
Driver's etiquette. Because sometimes you got to get this off your chest.
All right. With this driver's etiquette, this is actually going to kind of get through it a little quick, but it's something we wanted to talk about.
Go.
Now, we all see the drag strips closing. This is going on all over the place, too. We know about ACO. Now ACO Raceway, they had a great show that we should have went to, but we didn't go.
Yeah.
Good drag show. And then they closed the next day. Imagine that, right? So it's something to think about, right? So I'm just going to read off a couple, right? Houston Raceway. April 1st, 2023 was the final event for Houston Raceway Park in Texas. In a place like Texas, right?
Nothing but space.
Nothing but space. Atco Dragway closed their doors permanently after 63 years last week, right? Emerald Course Dragway in Hope, Florida, sold to Insurance Auto Auctions Corp. That was recent.
Damn.
Red Line Raceway in Cato Mills, Texas, permanently closing immediately. Timing system stolen prior to closing.
Damn, son.
With that being said, do you feel with all of these drag strips closing that this is also part of the EV movement?
Absolutely.
Why do you say that?
Because number one, right? You're not really going to the drag strip with no EV, think you about to really late. First off, they probably quick up the strip, fine. But you're not about to go there and really lay no work. And two, nobody really going to see you lay no work.
Nah. As a matter of fact, the only people let me stop. I was about to say something real
foul, right?
Go ahead.
And that's another thing, man. It's definitely pushing the movement because if there's no more drag strips to go to, you're probably more likely not gonna really take your gas powered car anywhere else to go and to have any kind of fun outside the street.
And it looks like the stage of street. You remember Signal Auto?
Yeah.
That was their slogan.
Mm-hmm.
The stage of street. And I remember when I first saw it, I was like, wow, like I'm surprised that like a company of this magnitude would be preaching street. But it just made so much sense. And it's like now you're starting to see all of these tracks disappear. When we went to we went to Englishtown, you know, they have a road course there. So when we drove, I just wanted to go by the strip one more time because I love Englishtown. I loved it. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
And when you go down there, it's like a Copart. Like it's like they got nothing but crash cars over there. You want to buy a car, you could buy it from them. I'm like, why did they choose here to do that with all of this land over here? You know what it is? They developing over there. People got tired of hearing them drag cars over there. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. Shout to Aaron. He said, I'm certain it's part of the EV movement. I was discussing this with my boy this week after we found out about Atco. And you know what? So if it's part of the EV movement, is it also that we are no longer impressed with the quarter mile?
Nah, I think the quarter mile is one of those things that ain't going nowhere. I still love the quarter.
I love the quarter. I love the quarter as well. But do you feel because the EV cars getting in there and they running up and down with their little batteries charged up, it starts making you wonder, like, are people walking away from the drag strip? Are we even supporting our local drag strips the way we should?
Shit, what's our local drag strip? 4 hours away?
Island Raceway. And now it's looking like that's the only place outside of the street.
I think we support it, right? But when something goes wrong, we try to make them pay.
I hear you. I think that ultimately, when you look at the EV movement, I believe this is part of it. And my biggest problem, my biggest fear is that road courses are next.
Of course. What are you talking about? Road courses is probably going to take a little bit longer, right? Just because, like you said, like people, for some odd reason, people are not favoring the drag strip no more. They're going to go over there.
Right.
They're going to go over there. It's just like a natural progression kind of thing, right?
Right.
And once the EVs get over there and start destroying that, meaning making it look bad, they're gonna start shutting them down too, son.
So let me.
There's no competition with EV. I'm sorry, there's not.
No competition is meaning
like no competition as far as when you going to see them, hear the quietness and those craziness. Right. There's no excitement there.
So I would say this. Shout to Aaron. Shout to Phil. He said stupid people. He said stupid people buy cars next to a racetrack, then come or buy houses next to a racetrack, then complain about the noise from the racetrack. That's a fact. Them 2 corners on the Jackie took more lives than COVID.
Damn,
that's a factory. That is a fact. I will say this, however, and shout to those who's listening on the radio. Oh, well, it looked like the radio is pretty much done right now. We are just pretty much live at this moment. But y'all know where to find us. At the end of the day, right? When it comes down to it, right? And this is how I say it all works in one swoop. First, the EPA takes away what you're trying to buy for your race car. You can't go on eBay to buy nothing that you could tune your car with, right? You remember that? We talked about that. It went from that to now going to the companies who supply these things. Cobb Racing. Look what they did. Look what they did to all of these other tuning shops. They're charging them $20,000 in fines for every ECU and things that they sell. That's another strike, right? Now they turn around. They're going after the automakers. Now, whatever happened to the RPM Act where they trying to get rid of grassroots racing, and then they getting rid of the track.
That's just what I'm saying, son.
This can only get worse if we do not fight.
So we got to vote.
We got to vote. We got to do more than that.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do more than that. We got to protest.
100%.
We got to vote. We got to let them know that we have a voice as car people.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things we're going to dedicate our website to.
Yeah, for sure. We have to, because I think that's one of the things that the car community, other than the shark attacks, is missing.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
no real voice.
That's a fact. So you gotta look at that. This is all part of the plan. And it all comes back to this one, I don't know her name, and I will figure it out. But she got up there and said, what do you need car exhaust for? They're menacing. Damn. We don't need them. We need to get rid of them. She was serious. These are the people that preach rights and then try to take yours at the same time. These are the people that preach equality and try to take yours at the same time. Gotta pay attention to who you voting for, man.
Telling you, son.
Gotta pay attention. With that being said, man, that's our driver's etiquette, man. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention.
That's
you know how we get down.
Let's
man.
go.
You know how we get down. Our favorite part of the show is coming up. You know how we get down, and not for nothing. I can't wait to hear this one because every time I hear about this next one, I think about Ed 209. Let's go.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
Let's go, man. Not for nothing. It's Legends of Auto. I hope y'all like this one because I think this one's pretty hot. You know what I'm saying? I think it's pretty hot and it done laid down some work. First off, First off, it's a 1995 Ford Taurus SHO. Oh man,
Ford Taurus SHO.
Come on, son.
Have you ever ran up against one?
Never.
Okay.
Yeah, ask me, did I ever see one? No.
You never seen one. Go to Facebook Marketplace. They up there for sale. So I remember one time in particular, we went to the races, right? There was it was a hefty Spanish dude. Don't know his name, but he had a Ford Taurus SHO. And I remember thinking to myself, like, you know, what makes this car like so special? You know what I'm saying? Super fast it was, but it was manual.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
It was manual. But continue on. I ain't gonna take away from the Legends of Auto.
You just took the flair a little bit, but it's all good though. I ain't mad. It's other stuff that makes this car great, right?
Let's go.
So what makes, first off, in 95, they only produced about 7,500 of these. Wow. Right? So to get the 95 is the last year before they went over to the V8. Right? Not for nothing though, right? It's a super sleeper, son.
Super sleeper.
You wouldn't know what it is. If it pulled up on you and gapped you, you wouldn't know. But yo, what's wrong with that thing? Like,
the first thing I'm thinking is a 6,000 SUX from RoboCop. But continue on.
Yo, not for nothing. This thing had independent suspension, so it's capable in the corners.
Yes.
Right? Guess what else made this car crazy? Ford Special Vehicle Team built this car, son.
Let's go.
Come on, son.
Let's go.
I'm talking, I put out the Cobra R, all that. They had their hands on this.
Let's go.
So, oh man, this car actually gets me very excited. I need to calm down.
Let's go.
Something else that made this car pretty crazy, like the bid on just mentioned, it came with a 5-speed manual, son.
Which is crazy for a car like that. Because you don't look at a four-door Ford Taurus and think manual.
That's what I'm saying. Something else that made this car crazy. This joint came with a two-system intake.
Two system.
Yeah, so it's kind of like how the Alfa Romeos had theirs at the time, right?
Yes.
But you know what tops this car makes it so crazy, son? Yamaha built the engine, son.
Really?
Yamaha built the engine.
I had no idea.
Crazy, son. Yamaha built the engine with a 7,000 RPM redline, son. Are you kidding me, son? Making 220 horsepower with 200 foot-pounds of Turks. Are you kidding? And it was the fastest front-wheel drive car in the world at the time.
Didn't know that.
Son, this SHO was business, son.
Straight business.
Straight business, B.
I don't care. It reminds me of RoboCop, though. 6,000 SUX.
It's back. Big is back because bigger is better. 6,000 SUX.
Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. That was a little tidbit, man. I'm a little OG. You already know what it is.
Son, that is funny, B.
But I will say, however, it still is a legend in my book. That was actually a great
son. It was crazy.
That was a great pick.
Real legends never die.
That was actually
Hope
a great
I enjoyed
pick.
that. Fact.
Let me tell you, in the days of street racing at Flatlands, this guy, I'm telling you, he used to really, everybody used to look at it like, here we go trying to race some garbage. And he'd murk out on some Hondas, and you'd be like, yo, what's it? And one day we got a chance to talk to him. Me and Ace got a chance to talk to him. Popped the hood. Car was clean.
Yeah, and it has a real nice engine, son. The engine looks real good. Son.
Yeah, and it's a big old SHO.
Yeah.
All over the front on the intake.
3-liter V6, huh?
Ridiculous. I got to give it to him, man. That was actually a good
son.
Legends of
Let's go.
Real legends never die.
That was a great pick. Y'all already know how we get down, man. It's the bearded one here. SHAWN in the building. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Here we go now. We're going to jump right into our next little tidbit we got here.
The newest and freshest modifications, parts, and fashion. Only on Rally Radio.
All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about here, this is actually pretty good. You have Motul 8100 oil brings the track performance back to the street. Now, I do use Motul oil for my Suzuki GSXR 1000.
You still got that, Joe?
Yo, I don't like it. I don't like this guy, man. I'm telling you, I really don't like this guy. Motul's new 8100. It brings the power of track performance to the street.
Okay.
And the thing is actually really a great oil in my opinion, especially a performance oil. It has a lot of different things to it. It looks like now they're coming out because usually you can't find this in an auto zone.
No, heck no.
When I had to order this in order to get it for my bike, or I had to go to the motorcycle store to get it. And trust me, 5 quarts, a quart of it is $50 a pop for your bike. It's $50.
Dang, like that?
Yeah. $50. So it's like it's pretty, you know what I'm saying? It could get up there. That's why your oil change sometimes be super expensive. But you know it's full synthetic.
Yeah.
Can't beat it. So if you get a chance, check it out. 8100 power Motul for the car.
I'm about to get out of shot, see what they got for the bike for that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Matter of fact, it's more Honda. It's using more for Honda, Yamaha. But I said, let's give because Suzuki has their own performance. Synthetic oil, yes.
No, that's fine. Okay.
But it's actually pretty good, man. If you get a chance, check it out. That's gonna be
the newest and freshest modifications, parts, and fashion. Only on Rally Radio.
All right, y'all. With that being said, y'all know it is our favorite part of the show. Second favorite outside of our Legends of Auto here. And here we go.
It's the Understeer.
What up?
Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
Here we go again with the Understeer. Now, this is the true Understeer of the day. Now, remember, we don't get you for what you do. We get you for how you get caught doing it. So we're going to look into this a little bit. We have a guy, and we always get to him. Nissan owner paints his brake rotors and has to have his car towed to the shop. And you know why?
Why is that?
Because he did not take the wheels off. Let's get into this a little bit. CS Automotive out of Tennessee posted these photos of a customer's car that straight up wouldn't move when in traffic, light turned green. They thought there was a problem with the transmission, but instead it was due to a botched customization because they didn't remove the wheels before they painted their brake calipers. The brake rotors calipers were also sprayed with spray paint. You can see why this is a bad idea. Everything got hot and the car froze. Hilarious. Then on top of that, they don't want to say what kind of model it is, but you know what it is?
I already know what it is.
It's a Nissan Altima. So for those who know, this is big Ultimate energy right here. This is hilarious. And he also gets...
It's the Understeer.
What up?
Quick job.
I'd like to ask, what the
Quick
hell?
job. He wouldn't have to get it done. He has somewhere to go.
He said, yo, I'm going to spray... I ain't even going to take the wheels. I'm going to spray paint the whole... That's hilarious. Did he at least duct tape put around the wheel so you don't get it on the body? Did he at least put paint his tape? This is hilarious.
Paint protection? He ain't do none of that. So
not at all.
He had to go somewhere. He figured, I could do this the fastest way, just like this.
It's hilarious. With that, shout out to Aaron Raw. Madness. Let's go. Haltech will now sell you an ECU directly. If you live in NYC, you could buy it directly. And if you are in a state that allows you to buy them. This is where we go. And now you want to know why people are not going to the tracks. They don't have the cars. They don't have the parts anymore. This is going to get crazy.
Get an EV, right? Damn.
You might as well. Listen. If you racing, okay, hold up. Line in the sand.
Yeah.
We drawing the line in the sand. If you race an EV, if you race and EV, if you sitting out here and you e-racing and
Said you e-racing.
all of that, like e-racing, that's hilarious. E-race.
Put down a shirt.
Right. E-race.
Yeah,
That's
a
hilarious.
fact.
Right? If you're e-racing out here, if you out here, yo, I'm racing my EV, you know, you are part of the problem.
Now, for real though.
If you are out here racing your EV, you are part of the problem. Because you have them believing that there's room in this thing of ours for EV, and it is not.
No, it's really not though. There's no place for the EVs be.
There's no, my thing is, as long as we make it cool, they will continue. If you do not stand up for what you believe, if you do not stand up for what we have, they will continue to take it. That is my line in the sand for today. So with that being said, we're going to jump into our exhaust notes, and we're going to talk about somebody who actually drew a line in the sand and actually did and loved for what he believed. He did what he wanted, did what he loved, and created something that we all could live with. And we're going to talk about Reeves Calloway, automotive performance pioneer from 1947 to 2023. Calloway Cars announces with deep sadness that the passing of our founder, CEO, Eli Reeves Calloway III on Tuesday, June 11th at his home in Newport Beach. Reeves was a legendary figure in the world of high-performance automobiles, entirely self-taught. Reeves founded the company in 1977 from his garage in Old Lyme, Connecticut. His first product success was an aftermarket turbo kit for BMW, which renowned automotive journalist Don Sherman reviewed favorably that year in Car and Driver. The rest was history for Eves as a Formula V champion driver prior to becoming a constructor. Moved with his customary speed to open Calloway Cars' first headquarters in Old Lyme, Connecticut. Over the 4 decades since, Reeves and Calloway Cars have continued to earn top accolades from media, the automotive industry, and the global motorsports performance and design innovations have delivered track and road-going successes for global markets, including BMW, Alfa Romeo, Aston Martin, Land Rover, Mazda, and General Motors, who look to Calloway's innovation, creativity, agility, and performance to help accomplish their goals. Reeves is perhaps the best known for his work with the Corvette, a deep and high-level relationship with American sports car manufacturer that began in 1987 and culminated with 2 industry firsts. One, the Callaway twin-turbo Corvette B2K designation, a factory code to signify the GM stamp of approval to permit sale and distribution of the Callaway Corvette via the Chevy dealer network, which in turn earned Callaway Cars the rare honor of becoming designated a specialty vehicle manufacturer. Second was the world's first record. In 1989, Callaway Cars built a twin-turbo Corvette dubbed the Sledgehammer. That blew away all the competition by setting the production car top speed record of 254.76 miles an hour. Not until 2010, 21 years later, did Bugatti break Callaway's record by achieving a 267.85 mile per hour in a Veyron Supersport. With that being said, rest in peace.
100%.
Rest in peace to Mr. Calloway.
Damn, son.
That is a legend.
100%, son.
With that being said, shout to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Shout to everybody who rocked with us today. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We got a lot of things coming up. We definitely going to be making our way out to some of these shows. We got a new setup that we can't wait to try out, and we hope y'all rock with it. It's going to help us create a lot of more content outside of the studio. But with that being said, you got any shout outs you want to give, kid?
Man, shout out to Callaway Reeves, man.
Let's go.
That was it. So his work will not be forgotten, but sad to say, these EVs is getting in the way of it, son.
They're trying to brush it right away.
Yeah, son.
Like he did nothing. Think about that when you out here racing EVs.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, we're going to set our own records. With what? An electric socket or refrigerator with wheels? You should be at a Best Buy show, not an auto show.
Nah, for real, though.
Continue on.
Man.
I'm sorry.
We just appreciate y'all out there in Rally Radio land, man.
Let's go.
100%.
Shout to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Shout to Whip Fanatics. We see y'all out there. Shout to everybody who's tuned in. I see my man Reeves. He's working. I know tomorrow going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
But I did promise the fam we're going to take them to the beach. We're going to have a little bit of fun. But
yeah,
we're going to see what's popping for the rest of the day, though. Maybe a little nicer for the day. We'll see. But with that being said, Until next week.
Let's go.
We
are
Drop the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio.
Yeah.
The world of hip hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, SHAWN, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.